there's going to be a lot to talk about. So guys, I'm going to come out and I'm going to just say some stuff. I'm going to keep it very real here. Then as I speak, we're going to have a hangout. So give me 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes to talk, discuss. Then we'll take a little bit of a mini break and then we'll then bring in guys for the hangout. So it's going to be 20 minutes of things I have to get off my chest and say. We'll have a short break and then we'll then bring in the boys in for the hangout. So let me start. PSG almost screwed this up. What if Messi scored that penalty? If Messi scores that penalty, I believe that, if Messi scores that penalty, I think that we would have had, I really believe that we would have had a very interesting second half. Because Barca had opportunities. They had opportunities. Ousmane Dembele, we may bump him up to Class B. We may bump up Ousmane Dembele up to Class B because his display was disgraceful. And this is a guy who's been calling him the Ous. His display was disgraceful. So I am very happy. I told you, the Brick Academy does not discriminate. And as much as I love players and I defend players, I will take a step away and say, this guy deserves to be a brick. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for how much I have put forth for him, but certain guys deserve to be bricked up. There's so many elements to tackle here, but we cannot escape the pink pelican in the room, which is Lionel Messi. And this goes back to the Messi-Cristiano discussion that we had. Messi did more in that game than Cristiano did in 210 minutes against FC Porto. And there's a video I did about the Messi-Ronaldo myth, which has always been a myth. But because a lot of people are stupid and are thick, they buy into the crap that people sell them. Because I always say that there's the 99%, then there's the 1%. The 99% are stupid, are easily led and easily controlled by the media. The people in the know, the clever people, the people that are wise, the people that control the narrative, that's the 1%. I live in the 1%. What you just saw was, Messi has always been the better football player. He's the better playmaker. He's the better dribbler. He's got better ball control. He's got a better football IQ. He's got better passing. All these things are true. That goal was ridiculous. That goal was stupid. This guy smacked the ball from New Mexico and beat Navas. And we're going to get to Navas. Sorry, mistake. Beat Willow Wavas. We will get to Willow Wavas afterwards. But to shoot from there and to beat, look at the kind of goal it took to beat Willow Wavas. Okay, Messi literally, that ball was full power and it swerved. So Willow Wavas was like, it didn't make any sense. So from there, he said, because, okay, you had the penalty, penalty was a bit soft, what could have happened next? Guys, let's discuss this thing called a penalty. Because we need to just get something clear and just understand what a penalty means. Guys, like and subscribe, guys. Guys, we're going, because I'm giving you that real talk. Like and subscribe. A penalty is an easy skill to execute. Anybody that thinks that a penalty is hard, you are stupid and you've never played football. This isn't my opinion. This is not my viewpoint. This is a fact. I don't do opinions. I do facts. Anybody that thinks that you should be praised for scoring a penalty and so forth, and it's a hard skill, you are stupid. The actual skill of a penalty is easy. A top-level player, scoring a penalty is easy. It's freaking easy. What makes a penalty difficult is when you're now in a pressurized situation. So an easy skill is made difficult based on the context of the game and the pressure you put onto it. So one of Messi's biggest drawbacks, which is what I've been saying for several years, which is why I say he can't be the GOAT. He can't be put next to Maradona. What has always led him back is he doesn't have character. During the most pressurized situations, he's not able to deliver. How would that game have changed if Messi scored that penalty in 2012? If Messi scored that penalty in 2012 against Chelsea, you probably have a very different game. Remember, that was against 10 men, because that was his biggest penalty miss. Because that was an amazing team that should have defended their title. And if Messi had scored that, just think that Barcelona with the momentum would have destroyed a 10-man Chelsea. But it is what it is. Chelsea, it was their destiny. The penalty miss. You see, the thing about the penalty miss is that it just shows you what Messi is lacking. So because see, when Messi scored that goal, crazy goal, people are like, goat. And remember, when he scored that Goalazo, I said, that's a super goal. But all because he has scored a goal which could be a consolation doesn't make him the GOAT. Because you see, the GOAT, the key word when you say GOAT is the G, great. An amazing player isn't a great player. Okay? Riquelme is an amazing player. Okocha is an amazing player. An amazing player is not a great player. An amazing player is all about skill, ability. Messi is a supremely amazing player, one of the most amazing players we've ever seen in history. He can't be great. Because greatness is about pressure. Great players, the amazing, they've already ticked that box. But the next thing now is this: your mentality, your character, your psychology, who you are as a person. Because when it comes to character and mentality, the talent just come into the equation. Because the talent, that's what's already taken care of. It's about pressure. Now, who am I as a guy? Who am I as a guy, and how can I react and see what's up in this certain situation that I'm in? And by Messi missing that penalty, because that was a key penalty, because I told you, Messi scores that penalty, 2-1, all Barcelona needed are two more goals to even up the tie. And as 2-1, PSG will already start thinking, oh God, not again. Because it's a psychological battle. Because he scores that penalty, Barca have the momentum, PSG are now fearing the worst. Because I do think that things would get frighteningly scary going into the second half if Barca were winning 2-1. Suddenly Barca say, bro, we can get 2 more goals. We can, because we've got these guys on the road, we can get 2 more. The momentum is with us. The moment he missed that penalty, it was gone. Now let's talk about Navas. He may not be Buffon, peak Buffon. He may not be, he's better than trash Buffon now. He may not be Neuer. He may not be peak Kahn, and so forth. People will say, okay, he's not as good as Courtois. Navas is the kind of keeper I'd always want on my team. Because he may make a mistake here, he may not do the stuff there. There is something about having a keeper where when money time comes, he's always there to be counted. Because remember, before that penalty was taken, I said that, first of all, Messi looks a little bit nervous. You could just tell by his body language he looked nervous. And then I looked at Navas, and I remember I even said this on my Twitch stream, Navas can't save a penalty. He is known for saving penalties, as he did in the World Cup. So that this could go either way, because we know that Messi has missed penalties before, and we know that Navas can. If there's anybody who can save a penalty and can come clutch, it's Navas. As to Real Madrid fans, for several years, homeboy has become clutch. He's become a key clutch dude. So, if you want to go for power, go straight through the middle. It's not advisable, but straight through the middle. If you now want to go for placements, you have to ensure that ball goes into the corner. Because the dynamics of the penalty is this. If you get that ball right into the corner, the keeper can save it. Because the keeper has to stand in the middle, and for him to get from points A to points B, and your point B is right into the corner, it's pretty much impossible from where they are standing. So as I say to people, they say low and hard. Put it in the corner, it's cool. Messi, He went for power and he didn't even put it in the corner. But despite that, guys, look at that save again. That was an amazing save. Because Navas was diving bottom right. But as he was diving bottom right, he realized that this ball is not going to bottom right. He said, man, I've got to get something on it. So he actually got his knee onto the thing. It was an amazing save. Not the greatest penalty, but it was an amazing save. We are seeing the end of an era we are approaching the end of an era for Messi and for Cristiano. I still think that Messi may have a few more years. We'll discuss more about this when I bring up the hangar, guys. The football that Messi showed, the things that he showed, that guy can give you a few more years. Cristiano is finished. That guy's a fraud. Like, what I saw Cristiano do over 2 legs, that man is a flipping fraud and a disgrace to the sport. What I saw Messi do, bro, this guy was passing, creating, dribbling, linking play, so forth. Boom, you break the penalty. I'm sorry, guys. That goal was stupid. That was a stupid goal. You will see my reaction. I will upload my reaction. That goal was stupid. That goal made no sense. That goal made absolutely no freaking sense. But for Barcelona, this is the end. So for Laporta coming in, you have to realize, it's over now. This project that you had to begin with and so forth, it's over, it's finished. It's now time to progress and now do something else differently. It's done. It's finito. And I think if you're Messi, and I was advising Messi, you can give this game two, 3 more years. You can give you 2, 3 more years. Take your talents to a better place. Ousmane Dembele was trashed today, bro. The amount of misplaced passes, bad control, homeboy was trash. Griezmann just ain't an alpha. He's a beta. He's Robin. He's a side. This is why he's called a side chick. But as I tell you guys, is people insult me, and people say whenever I say this, they think that I'm being hateful or I'm being anti. What I've been saying for several years, Cristiano is a trash football player, but a damn good goal scorer. And he's got a strong mentality. If I need a key penalty to be taken, I'll give it to Cristiano. Over 90 minutes, I want that guy touching this pitch. The guy's trash over 90 minutes. For Messi, can you say this guy is a superb football player, one of the most talented attacking players we've ever seen in the history of the game. If there is a key penalty to be taken, I don't want Messi anywhere near that penalty. If I want a guy to rise up for a key pressurized situation, I don't want Messi to be that guy. And that's what I've been saying for several years. And the abuse I've taken, the insults I've taken, racial insults have been sent towards me, hateful things have been sent towards me, and I've always said that, have hope, relax. In time, you'll be proven right. Relax, let them throw their darts, let them throw their arrows. In time, you'll be proven right. And in time, as you've seen, I said, Messi doesn't have a strong mentality, but he's an amazing football player, which is what we're now seeing. Cristiano, the guy is a flipping fraud and is a crap garbage football player. But he's got a strong mentality and he's man for the big moments, which we've seen have been proven right. So it is what it is. So for PSG, they were almost LSG. We almost saw LSG here, but they did what they had to do. They progressed, and they moved on, man. But it is still worrying, though, because, guys, I'll keep it real. Because I'm just saying, again, it's like ifs, buts, we don't see them. But, guys, what if Messi scored that penalty? Because if he scored that penalty, that's 2-1, and it's like, because the way that game was going, the way Barcelona were playing, 45 minutes they could get 2 goals in 45 minutes. They get 2 goals in 45 minutes, which is why that was a key moment in the game. The moment Messi missed that penalty, mentally, psychologically, Barca were like, yeah, it's done. We're finished. But I think I saw Ansu Fati trending. Imagine if Barcelona had Ansu Fati. Massive boost. Huge boost, because there was some nice interplay there and everything, but you could have said there was nobody even close to Messi's level individually. In terms of skill and ability, there was nobody even close there. But you say to yourself for PSG, what if PSG had Neymar on that pitch? You know, and I still think that you still see. It's interesting because people say, "Oh, PSG didn't play that well. Barcelona controlled." But think about this though. You have to understand the dynamics of the tie. Psychologically, mentally, I think in PSG's mind was, let's just go through. We don't need to win the game. Let's just go through. For Barcelona, in their mind is we need 3 goals or we need 4 goals. So the psychology of a team that know they need 4 goals and the psychology of a team knowing that if the score remains like this, we go through are totally different. So for PSG, it's impossible for them to have the same mentality and impetus that Barcelona had based on what Barcelona had to do. PSG didn't have to do anything. Barcelona had to do everything. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So, but it's telling what has happened here. Because as I said again, I can't wait until these 2 guys are finished. I'm all about new. You see, I'm very happy to leave the past in the past and head into the future and head into a time where things are different and we can now progress. And I am just hoping that with Messi and with the way that these guys have gone out and so forth, we now see a whole new era. Because this is the era of Mbappe. And it's just so telling. Haaland doing what he did, Mbappe scoring his penalty the way that he scored his penalty. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is the era of Mbappe and Haaland, but it does mean that this era of these guys against those guys is finished. But let me just repeat myself again, and then I will bring in the guys for the hangout. Let me just repeat myself again. There was never a rivalry. There never was. It was all a myth, and only if you're stupid you bought that myth because you're a dumb moron. Only stupid, idiotic imbeciles bought into the idea that, oh my gosh, Messi v Cristiano, who is better? No. The only comparison they had was goal scoring. As in, these guys redefined goal scoring. That was a rivalry. There was never a rivalry in terms of football because Cristiano is not an eighth of the footballing talent that Messi is. And what you saw in that game was a guy who was dribbling, who was creating passes, who was playmaking, and was the amount of times that he touched the ball and controlled the ball and how everything went through him is different from a guy. Because look at Cristiano. Cristiano knew that I'm not good enough to score from open play because I don't have it anymore. I have to dive to win a penalty. So what he spent 210 minutes doing against FC Porto was trying to dive to win a penalty. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So almost happened with the whole Dele thing. It didn't happen. So again, the comparison was about their goal scoring. The comparison is not about football. If you really think that these guys are comparable footballing wise, you're a moron. I'm sorry, you're a moron. Either you're a moron or you don't know anything about football. So if you know about football and you're comparing them, you are stupid. If you don't know anything about football, then it is what it is. You don't know about football, and then perhaps this is something that doesn't really concern you, man. But look, man, obviously we'll talk about Liverpool and their chances as well, and then beating Red Bull Leipzig, and just about Red Bull Leipzig and what they're doing. But just to encapsulate this, man, PSG, man, onwards they go. PSG, you know what this is about. This is about the Champions League. This is about the CL. And it's sickened me looking at that freaking Neymar there on the freaking bench, man. And it's about my narrative. Guys, you know what my narrative is, man. I need my narrative to come through because I love to be proven right. It's the Mbappe narrative. I keep saying that if Cristiano and Messi allow Mbappe to win the Champions League, it's going to get very ugly. They have to hope and pray that Bayern, Liverpool, Man City say what's up. Because if they allow Mbappe and PSG, if they allow Mbappe and Neymar to win this Champions League, it's going to get very ugly. It's going to get very ugly indeed. It's going to be very ugly indeed because Neymar wins this with PSG. That is an element of doubt that neither Messi or Cristiano achieved. You allow Mbappe to win this Champions League, it will get very nasty. Very nasty. And you know, guys, I'm the worst at this. You know how I can drive that sword in. So, please. So, guys, I will now send out the link to the Hangout. It's time for you to send out the link to the Hangout. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take a 1-minute break. I'll send out the link to the Hangouts. I will send out the link on Twitter. So if you want to join in the discussion, I'm sending out the link right now. I'm sending out the link to the Hangout right now, and then we'll now discuss about this as a flip-on panel. So we'll be back here in 1 minute. Send you the link right now. Yo.
What up?
All right, let's ride, man. Let's ride. Yo. All right, guys, what's up, man? Okay, guys. All right. Mo, talk to me, man. Mo, talk to me. Are you there? Mo, are you there? 1 2 1 2 1 2. Are you there? All right, Vilton, talk to me, Vilton.
Oh, yo. That was, bro. For some reason, it's just I really think that you ruined Dembele career, bro. Like this guy, 100 and how many million? The Oos, like this guy is so trash. Like he's a brick. Like he should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals. And like, bro,
he was trash.
You have to score this, bro. I'm sorry, you have to. 100 and plus million, bro. Oh my god, bro. If
no, because you see, like, I'm not one for any excuses, but if you want to try and make an excuse for Messi, you can, based on what he did and what the guys around him failed to do. Again, it's no excuses and so forth, but when you just look at how trash specifically Dembele was, it like bruh.
But overall, there's no excuse for Barca because Barca had their chances. They did the right tactic. They came out strong. They tried scoring again, and PSG really surprised me. I thought PSG would wanna just kill the game in the first half, but they were playing. And obviously, I saw what they were trying to do. Let Barca come out and catch them on the counter.
Yeah.
But the problem is Mbappe didn't look like he was on it today. Yes, he scored that penalty, but Mbappe, because every time he had the ball, he was just holding it. And Verratti was okay. He wasn't bad today. And as for Icardi, I don't think that was a penalty. It's debatable, but it's
no. It wasn't a penalty, man. It wasn't.
It's a new rule of football, I guess.
Yeah. Like, I didn't see what the trip was and everything, so.
Because I didn't see it from the naked eye. You had to go into the VR, but it is what it is. That's football now. And as for Messi, that was a beautiful. That was when he scored. I was like, "What a G, bro!"
No. Back in that goal was insane.
That was an insane goal. Insane. Bro. That was insane. Then the penalty. I'm not surprised he missed the penalty, to be honest with you, because me and my dad were watching the game. My dad literally said he's gonna miss the penalty.
Uh,
I'm not surprised he
no,
missed
no, no,
it.
no, 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 no.
Messi's
Because,
always been penalty, just not in him. It's in his genes to bother with penalty. It is what it is. That's why for me, Messi, for all the Messi fanboys out there, I'm sorry, he will never be the GOAT for me. So is Cristiano. I'm not a Cristiano fanboy, by the way. None of those two players. They're fantastic player, but I can never put them as a GOAT because they're still playing football at the moment. They're sticking out into the legacy, but as the moment they're playing, those two are not the GOAT for me. It is what it is. But fantastic game plan by PSG. PSG really, really
no,
scared me. I would.
but let me. But do you think? Because obviously he's getting a lot of hate now. Does Messi deserve any hate based off the missed penalty and Barca going out?
Yes and no, because you're the captain of the team. If you score that penalty, you go into a halftime. Yo, we can actually do this. We just need 2 more goals. Because let's be real, PSG they were LSG in that first half. Like, like I don't know what kind of tactic Pochettino was doing. Because I get it. I know you score 4 away goals, but my goodness, kill the game off. This is why I don't trust PSG and City. I just think they have that mental toughness because if this is Bayern Munich would absolutely destroy Barca in that first half. They don't have time to play around with their food. That's what PSG were kind of doing. That's why I don't trust PSG to go all the way. They might prove me wrong, but I'm gonna say this though. Say what we want about Neymar. You guys know I'm the number one guy who doesn't really like Neymar, even though I'm Brazilian and everything. But say what you want to say about him, they need Neymar. They're gonna need Neymar. This guy's gonna have to stay fit. I don't know what regime he has to do, but he has to stay fit. PSG are not sniffing the Champions League without Neymar.
No, they're not. They're not. No,
They're not. They're not.
He's needed. Like that game showed you that Mbappe alone they can't win it.
They can't do
no
it.
Way.
They really can't. They really can't. But yeah, Messi choke again. Thank God the Messi and Cristiano thing, it's finally over.
Yeah,
this is the first time I think they haven't made it to the quarterfinals
since
since
it was
05.
05 or 06.
Yeah,
15
05.
years, yeah.
But congrats to PSG. They beat Barca. Let's see what PSG do now. Like I'm expect this is very interesting, man.
Okay,
but I'm not saying anything yet. I'm not bashing Barca because Real Madrid we're not through yet. We're not there.
Okay, so before I come to Amma, let me just take some of these. So from Martin Rosario, who says, I showed up yesterday. Time to keep the same energy. Martin, we're keeping the same energy, but Martin, don't you dare compare that trash that Cristiano did for 210 minutes to what Messi. What Messi did in that game was far more than what Cristiano did for 210 minutes, bro. So let's keep it real. From Alex Beeman, thank you for the dub, who says, Messi missing a pen in a big game, nothing new. Bro, it is what it is, man. I mean, it is a stain on his legacy. The penalty miss against Iceland against a film editor, the penalty miss against Chelsea in the CL, and this penalty miss here. It is what it is, man. Nobody's perfect.
Sorry, before interrupting you, shout out to Keylor Navas. This guy is so underrated, bro. He's so underrated, man.
Huge. And I've always said huge. The guy is clutch. Taku NN, thank you for the dub, says Barcelona can build off this. Are you sick? Wait, in what sense? Because yes, they played it right. That team needs a revamp. Griezmann is trash. Dembele is just trash. But of course, they didn't have Ansu Fati. And yes, I think Trincao is a promising player. And also Pedro. I mean, there's some promising players here. But don't tell me that you should still keep this team. Keep some players, but several players need to just vamos, specifically Longley. From Shan Sherigilman, thanks for the dub, man. How is Longley a footballer? I have no idea. It's the penalty was harsh against him. It was harsh against him, but he keeps getting involved in brickness that pretty much screws up Barcelona, bro. So it is what it is. Hakim, thank you for the dub from Hakim, says Kimpembe and Marquinhos upper tier 2. Told you about Navas, by the way. They're not upper tier 2. Relax, that's not happening. And what about? I've always known about Navas. I was the one that said that Madrid. Should you really sell him? Why do you need to sell this dude? This guy is freaking money. Navas is one of the most clutch keepers in recent memory, man. Ahmad, talk to me, man. Ahmad, talk to me. Ahmad. Yo, Ahmad, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are you there?
He's
Ahmad?
cooking. He wants to go last.
He said he's cooking. This
This guy cooking.
Get a meal.
All right, Undisputed, talk to me, man.
Oh man, LSG was poking through. I could see
they
it
were.
in the distance. You could just see it. It was about to come out, but then Messi missed the penalty, and that was it. Basically, unfortunately, Messi. I mean, this guy has 10 times more talent than Ronaldo, but he doesn't have half the mentality. If Messi had Ronaldo's mentality, this GOAT debate would have been long over.
Oh, no.
Long over.
Do you know what I've always said? You basically describe Maradona. Maradona has Messi's talents and he has Cristiano's mentality. That is why Maradona was that dude. Maradona scores that penalty.
Yeah.
You know, like he scores that. He scores because the issue here is, it is what it is with these guys. Because I feel like the comparison never really made any sense. Because if we're talking about football, only if you're stupid are you comparing these guys based on their footballing talents. But if we're talking goals, yeah, it makes sense. But I think what has separated them is that Cristiano, big moments, he will make it happen. But he's just trash as a football player. Continue.
Yeah, that Penaldo, he obviously scores that, but ability-wise, Messi's like, he's in a tier with like R9 and Maradona and those guys, just different altogether. As for Ousmane Dembele, listen, HH, you have hyped this guy up. This $150 million fraud. What has this guy done? He's been injured half the time. He misses easy chances against Liverpool, against Roma. I thought he would be tearing La Liga up when I heard that he signed him. The only thing he's been tearing up is his hamstrings, honestly. He is a bigger flop than Griezmann, in my opinion. As for PSG, they are not winning this Champions League. You can call it now. They are not winning this.
But as me and Vilton said, they didn't have Neymar. So I think, is it proof that no, this team needs Neymar to win it?
The problem is not just Neymar. They've got this donkey in midfield, this defensive midfielder guy. This guy, he touches the ball, it goes 50 meters in front of him. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's running around half the time. He's running around like a headless chicken. They are not winning anything. As for one more thing, I remember when Man United fans told me that De Gea is better than Navas.
United fans are psychopaths, but tell me something new. No. Navas is like, the thing about Navas is, I don't know what I think. Anytime he makes a mistake, people are like, oh my gosh, how did he make a mistake? But he'll follow it up with an amazing, huge save. So he will always have an amazing moment. But for some reason, people have never put him, because remember, how many mistakes does he make? How many fumbles does he make? So why don't people put him in the same category as Neuer and Courtois and so forth?
He's not Neuer level, but he's in the same category as Courtois.
No. But he should be in the same conversation. He's not on their level. But when you're not talking about the best keepers in the world, his name is never mentioned. People say, okay, Neuer, Edison at a point, Courtois, De Gea at a point, but his name is never mentioned when we just discuss, okay, who are like the top 5 keepers in the world? He's easily the top 5 keepers in the world, easily.
If I had to pick any goalkeeper that needed to save me a penalty, it would be him.
Yes.
At least right now.
100%.
All-time Casillas, but right now it would be him. Probably. Yeah.
So is this the end of Messi? The Messi era, the Messi Barcelona era, is this the end?
To be honest, what I saw a player who's still easily one of the best in the world. At least when I was playing. Maybe it's the end of him at Barcelona because, he's not going to stay there for much longer. There's no point in him staying there. But as a player, he is still, his ability-wise, he is still amazing. So he's far from finished.
That was a crazy goal, in my opinion. That was a crazy goal.
Yeah. And even over 90 minutes, every time he got the ball, passing forward, accurate forward passes.
He was trying to make things happen. Just that
dribbling pass.
When you've got Ousmane Dembele, just who can't control a simple pass, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Also, Griezmann, this guy, he is allergic to his right foot. Did you see? He was like 6 yards away from goal, and it lands on his right foot, and he tries to control it and shimmy it on his left, and then there's 4 PSG players in front of him.
Look, the guy's a fraud, man. Okay, Ahmad, man, are you back? Are you still cooking still? Okay, he's still cooking. Damien, man, your boys put up a good fight, man. Your boys put up a brave fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a valiant effort. I'll give them their dub for trying, but in the end, it wasn't good enough. Players have to go. Dembele, he bricked it. I mean, you really should have had like at least a brace. Probably should have started Braithwaite maybe.
And do you think Koeman left it too late to make changes?
Yes, because he brought on Braithwaite for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 75th minute. Yeah.
I felt like he should have subbed off Dembele probably in like 60 minutes, much earlier. But I mean, it is what it is. PSG were far better than us in the two legs. I thought like maybe if Messi would have scored, but deep down I knew that he would have missed. He has a track record of missing.
So you felt that he was going to miss?
Yes, because he has a track record of usually not converting penalties when it matters most. If you look at
so I mean, but what do you think it is? Is it so you think it's just like a mental thing or something? Because what I say to people is that people say, "Oh, penalties is actually is like a special skill." No, it's freaking not. Because people will say, "Oh, penalty is a skill just as a free kick is a skill." Any person that says that has never played football before. Free kick is a specific skill. Penalty is freaking easy for a top level player. A penalty is easy. It's just that pressure is now about your psychology and can you be calm enough to do what you should be able to do 9.9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, not all players have it, in them. I mean, if you look at Bruno, Jorginho, all these players that are very calm, when it comes to penalties, and Messi isn't one of them. But he does show with like his free kicks and outside the box, the goal that you just saw. But I mean, the positives that I would take from this game from us. I mean, we do have a couple of youngsters.
Pedro was all right. He did well. He did well.
Yeah, we still have Fati to come back. We still have Araujo. So I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it is a bummer, to get 5-2. I mean, it's another embarrassing.
I mean, it's a heavy one, and also this is like in the round of 16 as well. So
yeah, but I mean, for PSG, I mean, all they need is to really just keep players fit. I think they need to improve their fullbacks though. I think Kurzawa, he isn't the best. So they definitely need, Bernat to come back. But I mean, I feel like fully fit PSG can make a deep run.
Okay. So before I come to the next dude, let me just hit some of these supers, man. Yes Aside, thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub, Yes Aside, who says PSG was scared, to be honest. If the cannibal was still there. Well, I think the cannibal is allergic to scoring away from home in the CL, but he would have helped. If you gave some of those chances to Dembele to the cannibal, maybe it would have been interesting. But I'm not gonna say that. Or because if the cannibal was there, they would win. Nah. I think PSG defended very well. And I think they made it difficult for Barcelona to create clear-cut chances. Hence why the goal they scored was a freaking crazy goal. From Alberto Cardenius, HH, it's my birthday. Albert, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy your day of birth, bro. Also, do you think this was a good enough test for PSG? Do they get smacked up in the quarters? This was not that great a test. If they meet Man City or Bayern, it's going to be a far tougher game. Because they are meeting, in my opinion, this is the worst Barcelona team I've ever seen since I've been watching football. So you could say maybe this game was more of a test than the first leg, but it is what it is. They won, but 100% greater tests lie ahead, and they will definitely need to raise their game if they're to beat a Bayern or to beat a Man City. But yeah, this was not that great a test for them. From the other side, who says PSG's best signing ever is Keylor Navas. You could make a case that is one of their. I don't want to say that's the best signing, but you could make a case that is one of their best signings. Look, I hate him. He's annoying. He makes me sick. Neymar is Neymar, and when Neymar is on it, he's amazing. But I think that one of the most important signings they've made is Keylor Navas, because if PSG are coming to a tight moment, Navas can come in and make clutch saves. People need to put respect on this guy's name. Having a clutch keeper is key. From Martin Rosario, thank you for the dub, Martin Rosario. So let me get this straight. You would rather have Messi play well and get blown out than Cristiano play like crap, but lose in a tight game. Makes sense, LL. Shakes my head. Martin Rosario, stop. Messi and Cristiano are not 11 men. Okay, Messi isn't long. Last I checked, Messi wasn't long lay. Messi wasn't PK. Messi is an attacker. So you can't blame one man in a game 11v11 for getting blown out. Martin, the fact of the matter is this: Cristiano was gutter trash for 210 minutes. Messi for 45 minutes scored a crazy goal and was the best player on that pitch. That's a massive difference. It is what it is. Antonio Badani, thank you for the dub, who says, wish Barcelona played better in the second half, and I wish Leo made the penalty, but at least it wasn't so bad. Also, Messi had an amazing Goalazo. It is like that goal that Messi scored was insane. A freaking freakish, amazing goal. You have to give him that dub. David Kotse, almost done with this. Thank you for the dub, who says, for any Cristiano slander, Ronaldo scored the same type of goal against Lyon and scored the penalty, both outdoor. Also, Cristiano at 33 knocked out PSG. I remember the goal that Cristiano scored. It wasn't this goal. It was a good goal. This goal, first of all, this goal was a crazy goal. This goal was against a guy who is top 3 keeper in the world. Okay.
No, it's just you can't say that. Cristiano did that with his weaker foot too. He did that with his left foot. So why you always have to downgrade Cristiano achievement, bro?
I'm not. Let's just compare the whole thing. Yes, it was his weaker foot. The quality of Messi's strike was better, and he did it against a far better keeper.
Yeah, but that is true. But at the end of the day, people in the live chat are always gonna make fun of you because you're such a Cristiano hater. No matter what you say.
I give Christian credit that he always shows up in terms of scoring goals. He was trash today, but in the previous season, I said, "No, Cristiano, he has showed up because he scores goals," and he was the only guy that showed up for Juventus. So it is what it is. So, but he said, which is the better goal? Cristiano's goal was very good. Messi's goal was far better. Technically, it was better, more difficult to execute, and it was against a much better keeper.
Vilton, HH has a huge Cristiano poster on his bedroom wall. You guys don't know this, but I can confirm.
Thank you. On the said, thank you. And it's not him in his underwear. Pause. Taco NN says, I meant Barca building in terms of the youngsters. Oh, sorry. No, 100% you're right. Pedri's quality, Trinka's quality, I think Ansu Fati is amazing. You obviously have Araujo as well, yeah. Get rid of the old dudes, PK, Busquets, and so forth. And I think even Moriba as well. If Barca can just get two marquee players with these youngsters, I think Barca will be very good. From Tyrone Lorenzo Valencio, thank you for the dub, who says, how can someone that tries to make things happen have a weak mentality? And it's not like Messi has scored a penalty and Barcelona decided to concede 4 goals. Make it make sense. So how can someone that tries to make things happen have a weak mentality? And it's not like Messi has scored a penalty and Barcelona decided to concede. No, basically, my thing is that, yeah, it can happen. Him making things happen is his talent. Messi just has talent. Mentality is pressurized situations. Making things happen, pressure doesn't come into it. It's just that I know how to dribble. I've got great football IQ. I can dribble past 3, 4, 5 guys. I'm a great passer. I can do through balls. These are just talented things. But penalty, everybody's waiting. You've got time to think. It's a long time that's happening and so forth. The nerves build up. That now is where mentality comes through. So you can make things happen and have a weak mentality. And Yoshimitsu, who says Dembele is trash. I agree, and that makes me sad. King Darren, man, talk to me, man.
Yeah, cheers. I gotta give you congratulations. You actually got prediction right. You did say a 1-1.
Yes, I did.
So congrats on that, man. I still think Messi fanboys still gonna be around because that goal was a screamer, man.
Was a
yeah,
crazy
I got my chance to start running around. So
yeah, it was a crazy goal. It was crazy.
I still think Messi fanboys are going to run, unfortunately. But the Ronaldo boys gotta call it a day. If he does move on, I still think he can't be the main man though. And I don't know how that.
So, okay, if you were advising him, would you tell him to stay and work with these youngsters, or would you say, hey man, you've got 2, maybe 3 years, join up with ready-made players and a ready-made team?
I think you gotta move on. 'Cause I think the youngsters gonna need their own space to come through. And I think for Messi, we still want to see him go on top. Ronaldo looking at Valentino Rossi right now. That's my man, but when you right in the butt kids, like, come on, just call it a day. But I still think Messi got another 2, maybe 3 years left in the time. So I think he should move on. But again, he still can't be the main man of the team. But he could, I don't know, maybe go to Man City but you can't rely on him. He could still be important, but you got to put other players there. He can't be the basketball user which dragging Barcelona through the mud. So, but he still has talent there. But when he penalty came at EHH, I said the same thing. It's like, I won't be surprised if he missed. And Navas pulled up. So you gotta give a big respect to Keylor Navas. And I don't know why he doesn't get the respect he deserves though.
I don't have no idea. No, because
maybe he's at PSG, but even when he was at Real Madrid, to me, he still never got the I don't know. I think what happened was people like Casillas, and they like how he left. So it is like people was against him, and they went to PSG, which people don't like. So I think that's
because I think when he was at Real Madrid, he was, remember Casillas. The big thing about Casillas was that he was so young and he was a Madrid boy, so he was loved. Navas, his name was lost in Modric, Ramos, Cristiano, Benzema, Bale. So his name was like
Valdez.
Yeah. It's basically it's like Valdez. Like his name was okay. Navas. Like remember, he made his name at the World Cup for Costa Rica in 2014, but his name wasn't really big or sexy enough. So people were like, what? But I do think that, and the thing is that, which is why it was unlucky. Anytime he made a mistake, they blew it out of proportion. Oh my gosh, he's so trash and everything. But then whenever he would make an amazing save, it wouldn't be as much respected or talked about as the mistake he made. So he always had a bad rap. But I think once he's at PSG now and so forth, I do think people will say, wait a minute, nah. We have to give this guy more respect. Remember, he doesn't make many mistakes. He doesn't make many mistakes. Because that's always a key thing that, okay, maybe he makes fumbles. No, he doesn't make many mistakes, which is what De Gea has done. So I think, because again, that wasn't the greatest penalty, but it wasn't a bad penalty.
No, it wasn't bad.
Navas, that was a very good save. Because remember, he had to save it with his knee. Because he was diving bottom right. And he was like, oh, okay, I've got to now put my body there. So that was a very good split-second decision to move your knee and ensure that the ball goes up. So, yeah.
And it wasn't just the penalty either. He made a lot of great saves today. And his position as a keeper is very good also. So I think he deserves much more respect.
And basically, look at the kind of goal it took to beat him.
Man. Yo, man, we got to talk about Griezmann. Why this guy left Atletico, I still sit down and wonder at night what he did. It's like almost he looks disjointed. It's like it's Barcelona and featuring Antoine Griezmann. It's like they don't want him in the team. I think Griezmann, this was said earlier, they didn't want you. You shouldn't have gone there. I still need to go PSG now, but he has to find a new team.
I think Griezmann overestimated how good he was. And I think Griezmann, basically, this thing with Griezmann, he thinks he's better than he actually is. And what Griezmann has to accept, whether he wants to or not, is no, you need the right situation to get the best out of you. Simeone creates a situation for you to flourish. Deschamps creates a situation for you to flourish. If you now go to a place where, okay, you don't have a system that caters to you, you as an individual can't make things happen. You can't generate things off your own back. So there's certain individuals where put Neymar anywhere, give him the ball, he'll make something happen. Griezmann, no. Griezmann has to be in a particular rhythm, particular setup, particular position with other specific players around him for you to get the best out of him. Griezmann is not a player where give him the ball, he'll make things happen. He's not that kind of guy. Neymar's that kind of guy. Messi's that kind of guy. He's not that kind of guy.
Yeah, Church, it pains me to say this though, man, but the ooze broke my heart today, man. That was a terrible performance. And I think this was a game that if he did show up, he would have renewed them in a bit. Even if they had got knocked out, it would have still looked good. People are like, oh, well, Barcelona future is bright. Messi could go, they could build up on the ooze.
Wait, hold up. Wait, quickly. Ousmane Dembele, this pains me to do this, but this is for you, bro. Class B. Class B. Class B. And that pains me to say because this guy was a potato, I think, Class B, bro.
It's just someone asked a question. You think he could save his career or it over?
I'll tell you this. If Ousmane Dembele leave and go to a team that plays attacking direct football, do you know what it is? He doesn't fit into the way this team plays. In terms of the pass, give and go, it just like so many misplaced passes. Because in this whole thing, you need to know how to pass, you need to know how to give and go, and that first touch has to be money. The way they play, it just doesn't suit Dembele. He will keep on losing the ball, and he just doesn't fit into the psychology of the team. Like Pedri, Fati, Trincao, these guys, they sort of fit into the mind frame. He doesn't. So my advice for him to do, go to a team that is much more direct, which will suit it again. It doesn't suit. He doesn't flow well with the players around him. So.
All right. So I'm gonna finish up here, man. To PSG, I got some congratulations. I think I want to see the curse is lifted. A much more pragmatic approach than I thought it would have been. I still thought they would come out and try and knock the barn down, but Poch tried to beat Antonio Conte today, and he got the result that he wanted. So congratulations to him. Verratti, come make it happen. And HH, boy, it pains me to say this, boy, but they might need Neymar. They might need Neymar to win this Champions League.
Oh no! Like it shouldn't pain you. It is what like.
No, I wanted Mbappe to carry them to the final and win it.
No, Darren. You see, I'm childish. I'm very childish. All I want is for Mbappe to win the Champions League, and I will use my narrative. I'm very cheap. So Neymar, I just want to use you. Neymar, I don't like you. I just want to use you. Get Mbappe the Champions League, so my narrative can be complete. 100%. Mbappe just isn't of the level yet to be like, aha, let me carry this team. He can't do so yet. Neymar is needed. So,
Barcelona, if you want defender willing to sign up, you get rid of Longley. I can play football better than him. I just put in a pitch.
Look, but guys, trash. Kool, talk to me, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. To be honest, I feel like I'm very satisfied with the results. To be honest, because like you look at the big picture, Barcelona have a lot of things going on in domestic competitions. We're in the final of the Copa del Rey. We're competing in La Liga. And I think it would have been best for us if we played well, but we didn't win. And then PSG, who have a lot more to prove in this competition, they can go through and they can do what they need to do in order to win it. And I feel, in a way, like I feel pretty satisfied at least that we didn't go out like chumps. Like in the last 3-4 seasons, we've been getting beaten badly. Like we lost badly at home, but like in the last game, we at least played with somewhat of respect. But it's interesting though because I've been thinking, like, remember in the World Cup, 2018 World Cup, Ronaldo and Messi both went out in the quarters or in the round of 16, and then Mbappe won. So maybe
I don't. I mean,
maybe
that's too much of a parallel. That's too much of a. I mean, because PSG need to, if they meet Bayern, they need to really improve. Because Bayern are no joke. So are Man City. So
that's true. But hey, like Keylor Navas, gotta give respect to him. Really showed up today. The Messi penalty, it looked a bit scuffed, but like he saved it tremendously. So I give props to him. I would also give props to Marquinhos and Kimpembe. I felt
Great
the defense. Yeah, the defense was tremendous. They knew how to defend, and yeah, they were very cautious. But overall, I'm satisfied with the performance. I think the team played well, bar Lenglet and Dembele. I think now we can actually move on to.
So what's your take on Griezmann?
Griezmann, it's like he's a very hot and cold player. Like it's like he can do something, then he doesn't, and then like I don't know, like he does not have the presence that like one would need, I think, in order to kind of like really succeed. And like I don't know, like I don't really feel like I think if we have to sell either Coutinho, Dembele, I would probably sell Griezmann, to be honest. Like I think that like if we get Fati back and if Dembele could be somewhat decent, I don't think Griezmann can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, actually, before I come to Ahmad, who I hope has finished cooking, let me just get up to date with your supers. All right, so from where are we? From Tyler Lorenzo Valencia, man. Thank you for the dub. Ronaldo goal wasn't good at all. Was a keeper howler against Leon. Now look, I can't remember it, but I still gonna give him the dub because it was on his weaker foot. From the range it was still a good goal. I remember watching it here, good goal. So it was still a good goal, but in no way was it better than Messi's goal. No way. From Martin Rosario, who says Cristiano is to LeBron what HH is to Skip Bayless. Martin, no, because Cristiano needs to win a World Cup first, and LeBron is considered one of the best. LeBron is arguably the most talented basketball player in history. Cristiano isn't. So there's a big difference there. And I am more sexy and more handsome than Skip Bayless. So there you go. Antonio Badani, thank you for the dub. He says, Dembele bricked it today. Yes, he did. And Griezmann, I'm not sure what he was doing. Also, do you think Messi will stay? That is the $1 million question. If I was advising Messi, I would say no. I would say you've got 2-3 years left. Join up with a ready-made team. So if I was him, I would say it would be advisable if you don't. But if you were to ask me, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I think Messi will stay. I think La Porta will try and figure out how they will stay, and maybe they buy an interesting player. So I am closer to saying he stays than he goes, which is strange from how I was months ago. From Zuateng TV, thank you for the dub, who says, Messi lost to PSG with no Neymar. Rest in peace, the GOAT. You see, here again is that Messi isn't the whole of Barcelona, man. He's just one man. So you saying that is disingenuous because, yes, he lost and so forth. This is the worst Barcelona team in history. Now, if he lost to this team in 2015 or 2016 or 2017 or what, but this is, I repeat, the worst Barcelona team I've ever seen since I've been watching Barcelona. So it is what it is. And he was never the GOAT. That was just lies spouted by morons. Ahmad, are you there, bro?
HH, do you mind if I go before Ahmad? I need to go very soon.
Okay. Also, so no. Okay, you can go down.
Thanks, and I can open up space for someone. Okay. I would like to talk about Verratti first. He looked kind of. He looked out of rhythm with everyone else in the first half. It was like either he was just having a crap game or Pochettino told him something the opposite of what he was telling everyone else, because Verratti was constantly trying to slow the game down, and yet it looked like the team was still trying to attack and still move forward. And so you get an end-to-end game where Verratti is doing something else. So one of your midfielders is trying something completely different from the rest of your team. So I don't know if it was down to him or if it was down to Pochettino, but that didn't work out. But I'm glad that in the second half, everyone, like, it actually went out to everyone slowing down. Like, PSG really just played for the result. We need to get any more goals. And from there, Verratti looked like, again, solid, because he was not trying to be the hero like he was in the first leg, where they were a hero in the attacking sense. This time he was marking more, like I could see he was marking the wingers of Barcelona at times. He was marking Messi. He was basically just trying to make sure that he was sort of a sweeper / ball distributor, sort of a Jorginho role combined with a Kante thing more this game, instead of what he did in the first leg, which was much more of an attacking role. So I think Verratti overall was very good in what he was supposed to do. Mbappe was, well, he scored his goal, but I do want to say, oh my God, those last two chances from Mbappe and Icardi, wow, that was bad. I mean, they both just skied it completely.
Yeah, that'd be because I think you mean the one where it was on Mbappe's left foot.
Yeah. And also Icardi also skied one. Icardi is trash, by the way. This guy he did literally less than what Cristiano did over 210 minutes, over 180 minutes, and that's shocking.
True. Yeah. No. Icardi has been the guy's been pretty useless, man.
Navas, Keylor Navas. Oh my God,
great keeper.
I don't understand how people can still consider this guy like easily top 3.
So why don't you think he's given enough credit? Why don't we put him in the conversation?
It's that he's from Costa Rica. His name is Navas. It's nothing. There's nothing about him that you can say is like looks so special, except the things that he does on the pitch. Like, there's nothing off the pitch that makes you want to go, hey, Keylor Navas, He's not a Madrid boy. Like, unless you're Costa Rican, of course. If you're Costa Rican, you're all over this guy. But otherwise, it's more of a, hey, if you ask Madrid fans, it's like, hey, he was part of our three-peat. Yeah, he did. He was our goalkeeper. But I specifically remember it was against Atletico Madrid in the second leg in the 2017 semi-final, where he made one of the craziest double saves I've ever seen. And he's just been on such a consistent level with very occasional mistakes like he did against Juventus in the second leg and for Madrid. But I think this guy, he really needs to just be rated higher. Like, I love this guy. I think ever since he's gone to PSG, they've reached a final and are about to reach another bloody final, or maybe, right? But ever since he went to PSG, they've lost the LSG, right? There's no more LSG ever since Navas is there. To be fair, you could also say there's no more LSG since Icardi is there, but that's completely, the two are not related. Messi. Penalties. Honestly, he has scored some pretty high pressure penalties. Like, he scored, I remember, where is it? I had an example somewhere, but it's not like he has missed every single big penalty that he's taken. Huh?
It's just that, this is what I say. A top level player should always score a penalty.
Exactly, and so
always. And I think what confuses people is that we're looking at one of the best goal scorers in history, 92 goals in a calendar year. So what people can't figure out is, again, and because you obviously play football, so you will know that scoring a penalty is easy, especially when you're a high level goal scorer.
Yeah.
So this has to be a mentality thing, because we know you're good enough. We know you have the talent. You know that you can put this in with your eyes closed, because we know how good of a goal scorer you are. So it must be a mentality thing that you freeze up. And once you freeze up, it affects the natural talents that you have, because your talent will always show through when you have no pressure.
Exactly.
What affects your talent is when the pressure comes in and you now second guess things, which now restricts the natural talents that you have.
If you just think too much, right? If you don't work with your feet and you work with your head, Messi needs to work with his feet a lot more when he comes to that situation. Just put his foot through the ball, right?
Because the thing is that, hence why it's because Messi knew that, oh my God, if I score this, we can do this. He knows that, because if he scores that, so once he's not thinking that, man, damn, if I score this penalty, it's 2-1. We just need 2 more goals, and we can really do this, man. But
what I would say is, if you are someone that has low confidence or that has not that mentality to score a penalty, your tactic shouldn't be placing the ball. Your tactic should be blasting it through the middle. Because if you choke up and you misplace your foot somewhere, it's more likely that you score by blasting it through the middle, because at least you'll have some power behind it.
Because what I always say to guys is, if you're nervous,
just blast
smack it through the two things. Smack it through the middle, choose a side and put everything into that side. But most likely, if you're nervous and it's more, because as a keeper, you are 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to go for a side.
One of the best penalty takers in the world is Jamie Vardy. What does Jamie Vardy always do? Blast it through the middle, right? Or almost always, right? Anyway, Griezmann. Him moving from Atletico was a mistake. Because Griezmann is a football player. Football players are good at certain things and bad at other things, right? Griezmann is someone who's very good at one-touch, quick, fast-paced football with counterattacks. That's what Atletico did. It's what France usually did. Barcelona don't do that, right? Messi is not that kind of player. Of course, Messi can play counterattacks because he's that good, but the Barcelona system, the Barcelona team, what Barcelona's ideology is not counterattacks. It's more sustained, quick triangles, 1-2s, those kinds of passing and breaking down defenses. Then whenever a counterattacks came from Barcelona, it was always through exactly the same two players, Messi and Alba. Whenever you see a counterattack, it's almost always down the left side for Barcelona, and it's always Messi ball to Alba cross in, Messi score, or the striker scores. Almost always that is the counterattack of Barcelona, and it's always works because Messi's through balls are ridiculous, and Alba is an incredibly fast player still at this age. And Griezmann just doesn't add to it, because all you need for the counterattack for Barcelona is those two players. And Griezmann adds, you having a third player to do something that two players can already do is useless. You might as well have someone that's going to at least help with the build-up, help with the normal situations of play when you usually are going to be on attack, right? And that's where we get to Dembele. Ousmane Dembele. He's basically like, this is gonna sound harsh. He's a B-Tech Hatem Ben Arfa.
Hey.
He's less talented. He's played less games. He has even less pedigree because at least Hatem Ben Arfa did something for PSG at some point in his career. But I don't see. It's either a hospital or it's breaking it. Like once every 20 games, you get a good game from this guy. I think it's over for him. He needs to go somewhere where there's less pressure. As you said, he has talent, but what happens to talent when you choke up? Well, you lose it. You brick it, right? You completely brick it, and he needs to just go back to somewhere like a Dortmund where he can just play. He doesn't have to deal with people constantly scrutinizing him, and which leads to, where does PSG go from here? When Pochettino got appointed, I said that PSG would reach the final either this year or next year. I still stand by that. I still think that he can reach it this year. But I do think it will most likely be next year.
Can he win it under Pochettino? Do you think they can win it under Pochettino?
I have no idea. I will genuinely say I have no idea. I'm saying they will get to a final. Whether they can win that final, I genuinely have no idea.
I say no, but
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. I would have nothing against like your argument. I'd have zero arguments against that, and I'd have zero arguments with anyone saying that they would. So I think they're going to get to a final this year or next year, and then it's just from there where you go. And one more thing since I'm leaving, Liverpool. This is what you can do when just one change of position. Put Firmino back in midfield. Look how different the team looks, right? That's all I'll say.
Facts.
All right, man. See you guys.
All right, peace out. Peace out. So guys, if anybody wants to join into the hangar, there is one space free. There is one space free if you want to join into the hangar. Ahmad, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
First of all, what were you cooking?
Today I needed to treat myself, so I said to my mom, I need some Persian food. Yeah, I was cooking together with
treat yourself. So look, when that penalty was given, were you worried?
Look, before the game, I think everybody knows I was pretty chilled, pretty relaxed. However, for that first half, man, I was having thoughts. It wasn't good thoughts. It was bad thoughts. That first half was one of the worst performances I've seen from PSG. Because
so do you blame
everything was just slow.
So do you blame it on Pochettino's approach, or you think the players just were not able to step up? What do you think now?
I think Barcelona actually stepped up because they played pretty good, and I think Koeman did a very good job. However, this is the thing, H. This is pretty scary, to be honest, because I think Pochettino is listening to me. He has a camera in my room or something. Because I remember the last game, I was screaming at the TV, take Idrissa Gueye on. He will get the red card soon. And what happened in the first half? He took him off. This game, I was screaming, take this clown Kurzawa off. His shit, getting ripped off by Sergio Dest. I was so angry. What happened? He put on Diallo. Diallo is a very good defensive fullback and centre-back. Perfect by Pochettino, and we saw in the second half the changes made difference because the second half wasn't really as the same as the first half. I think we defended pretty well, and I think the second half was much better. Now onto the players. Verratti, I get that you guys saying he had maybe a poorer game than he usually has, but he has been injured a lot, and this game demanded a much more defensive output than usual. We didn't have possession.
It was a different kind of game. It was a different kind of game.
Yeah, and Paredes, I thought, had a pretty bad game. Mbappe didn't have a good game. I think he should. The thing is, in the first game, every time Mbappe got the ball, the first thing he did, going forward. It felt like this game they were more pragmatic. They didn't want to take risks. They wanted to keep the ball.
No, but I think
that was the approach.
The context of the game is that you have to understand like psychology. So in the first leg, it's 0-0. So it's different. That is different from we need to score 4 goals and we are ahead. It doesn't matter how much whether you want to try and so forth. A team that know that they're ahead will always feel like we're almost there, we can go through, as opposed to a team that, no, we need to score. So a team that we need to score will always have an extra urge, an extra inch, and an extra bit of spark, which will force the game dimensions to be, we will be the aggressor, you don't have to counteract because we need to score. For us, we don't need to score. So we'll naturally be happy to be chill. So
Yeah, because we didn't go offensively at all. We were pretty pragmatic. I need to give it up to first of Marquinhos. That block on Messi, world class. The guy is incredible. Now, this is why when I say that these type of players are very important to PSG, Keylor Navas, I have been talking good about him for a long time. He's one of the most consistent goalkeepers I've seen throughout the years, because the guy never makes mistakes. Never makes mistakes. He's so good, and it wasn't only the penalty he saved. It was more than that. All the saves he made before that and after that. Now, the guy was a beast. But overall, I think Neymar was missing today. We just needed that player who can dribble through 2 or 1, just helping the team a bit offensively. But other than that, HG, I told you, we won't go out. This is different, HG.
But talk to me about Messi though. Does he deserve the abuse that he's obviously going to get on Twitter? That's you messed up, you missed a penalty, you're a brill, blah 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 blah.
No, because this guy actually contributes with something. That's something Ronaldo can't do. Ronaldo can only die for penalties. That's what it is. Right
about.
The guy is finished, man. That guy should go to MLS or China or a country like that.
He should.
He's done.
MLS, yeah.
Get the money because you're pretty famous. You will get a lot of sponsorships and eye on you. Go to China, retire because you're done in football right now. In Europe, you're done. You're just a tap-in merchant and a penalty merchant. But Messi, I thought he was pretty good today. I thought
he was.
Besides of Navas, I thought he was the best player on the pitch. And I thought maybe a Messi deal would be bad for PSG because the amount of wages he has. But thinking about it, the guy still has it, and he contributes with a lot of things.
I mean, what's it called? Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. That's crazy, bro. That would be crazy. If he can afford it.
Guarantee CL.
Yeah, Ahmed, I'd just like to ask, do you think that with bricks like Kurzawa and Guy in your team, you can really win it? The CL.
It is okay, I think he was pretty good. But that clown Kurzawa, 2 penalties against Barcelona. And I think he conceded a penalty or made a lot of mistakes in the remontada 2017. The guy is a clown. He turns from prime Roberto Carlos sometimes to Kurzawa. That's the thing. The guy is finished. Did you see how easy it was for Dest to dribble through him?
No. He made Dest look like flicking pick.
Danny Alves on that, yeah.
And straight on, Diallo came in. A big difference because he has pace, he has power, and he knows how to defend. So I need to give props to Pochettino, because if that was Unai Emery, may God help us.
Okay, before I come to YSK Jackson, man, let me just hit these, man. So, from Taku NN, thank you for the dub. Dest also did well today, which is what we're saying. Dest, but the question is it that Dest did well or Kurzawa was trash? But what I always say, no, because I've seen Dest in previous games and he does look pretty good. And I've been saying that America actually has a good group of guys coming through. And the more and more I see of Dest, I'm like, oh, no. Forget his American. No, this guy's actually a quality player who actually has ability on the ball. Something that Chelsea badly need. A right back and left back that actually knows how to dribble. From Tyrone Lorenzo Valencio, thank you for the dub, who says Verratti was inside the D pause when Messi shot. Penalty should have been retaken. I saw it. So someone sent me a picture.
Me, it was me.
Oh, it was you, yeah. Because a picture, and I saw this picture, and I think because I thought, Navas looks fine, but I think there was an encroaching thing. My thing is that they had VAR, they viewed it, and they felt it was fine. So, it is what it is, man. But that whole encroaching thing, man, I'm like, look, man, I don't put too much weight in that stuff. I'm like, Messi, you should have scored that. You should have scored that freaking penalty, man. You should have scored, because if you had scored that, then there was no need for it to be retaken. You should have scored that. YSK Jackson, man, talk to me.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. I was gonna lie, HH. I was bricking it that first 20 minutes. First 20 minutes, I thought this is going to be a repeat of what it was. LSG is back. Because Barca was non-stop. If they had anybody apart from Ousmane Dembele up front, they would at least be 2-0 up before that Messi finish. And the finish from Messi, I mean, it was... How can you hate on that? How can you hate on that?
Stupid.
It was ridiculous.
It was
a
stupid.
ridiculous finish against Navas, who had an excellent game.
No, but actually, no, but see, I'll let you go. But this is the thing that just annoys me. So if I'm a Ronaldo fanboy, I will see a goal like that and be like, "Oh, it's not that good." Oh. But then wait for him to miss a penalty. Yes, he missed a penalty. So you can't actually appreciate that on a pure football fan level because I'm a Ronaldo fan.
That's what it is. See, if you ask me, I'm going to be honest. If you say Messi or Ronaldo, who I would prefer in my team, I would say Ronaldo. But
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. No, go for it. I think that's me too. Go for it.
So, what I was saying is, if I had to pick between the two for my team, I'd say Ronaldo purely because it's not a talent thing for me. I think his mentality outweighs Messi's overall game. For me personally, but that doesn't mean I have to hate on Messi and what he does on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? So that goal was insane. But then the penalty is if he scores that penalty, I think Barca will. I think that team would have been even more rejuvenated had he put that penalty in, because that would mean they're 2-0 up going into the second half, at least 2-0 up. Who knows what could have happened if he did score the penalty? They might have even got a third. But again, that in pressure situations, Messi just crumbles. I wouldn't even trust a dude in a game of Jenga. That dude would crumble under a game of Jenga. So, I honestly thought for a good 30 minutes of that game that PSG was going to brick it again. But fair play to them. They held on.
So wait, let me ask you this: if Messi scored that penalty, do you think we get LSG, or you have no idea?
I think it would have at least they would have gone to extra time. I think they would have. I believe Barca would have had a different kind of energy had he scored that. But again, that's all hypothetical, you can't say for sure. But he should have scored the penalty. But again, it's not a one-man team, and the rest of the team has to contribute more. Ousmane Dembele. I mean, what did you see in this man? I'm beyond confused. Wait, hold on.
He's two-footed.
He's
black. It's his love black players too.
Hold on.
Oh, pause.
I heard Hazard got a tan
That's
recently.
really dodgy. Pause, but continue.
Hold on. By the way, I don't ever want to hear from UHH ever comparing him and Rashford and Greenwood in the same sentence again. Rashford and Greenwood
He's better
are on a different level. Be honest. Those two are on a different level to Ousmane Dembele, and he's worth 150 million. Is that what we're getting for 150 million now?
You can't talk today. You cannot.
I'll give you.
Don't say it.
Yes.
You can't talk today about
Better than Greenwood. How is Rashford on a different level to him? What has Rashford done?
No. Okay, no. Wise case. See, this is my thing. I'm not going to make myself look like a fool and try to defend what I saw today because that was trash by Dembele. That's why I don't even. He doesn't deserve to be called the He's called Ousmane Jeremiah Dembele from now on because that was trash, and he's Class B. I can put him in Class B. I think it's a system thing. I just think that when you so don't fit a system, psychologically you're just out of it. So when those chances fall upon you, you mess them up, and that's the annoying thing. He had so many good opportunities that a good connection with the ball. You can probably at least test Navas.
You have to finish. Yeah, exactly. You have to finish. Navas had a good game. He had a good game, but some of those chances that he had in those first 20 minutes before Messi did his thing, he should have put at least one of them away. Surely one of them. He has to put. Two-footed was the main argument that you had right with him. I mean, let's face it. Nothing else. There was nothing else there. That was the only thing that really was. I mean, again, 150 million for this dude. Is that what people are paying?
Can I say something? I know Dembele's finishing was Class A. It was terrible. I think he played for PSG in some moments, but overall, I don't think he was that bad because I think the center forward role suits him a lot because I've seen a lot of La Liga games recently from him. I think he's been pretty good in the center forward role
No,
because
but
he's a bit lazy. He's not that play to play in the wing anymore.
Ahmad, you're talking as a victorious PSG fan. If you try and be objective here, Dembele was bad.
He was playing for PSG. And
but
Dembele was playing for PSG.
Yes, yeah. Why do you sound like you're in a
Ahmed,
bunker?
think about it. Imagine that was your team and he was striking and you're breaking chances.
It seemed like he was doing it on purpose, HH. It seemed like he was actually doing it on purpose.
Yes,
Yasser,
yeah. Are you
what
on
are you
Krypton?
doing in a Champions League hangout?
Now that's harsh.
Wow.
Now that's harsh. Okay. So wait. So YSK, round off before I go to Hassan.
In terms of let's see, PSG, where do they go from here? Can they win it? I really do. With Neymar, there's the chances are higher. Am I saying? I mean, I wouldn't be certain of them even reaching the final. To be honest, I think some people are very quick to make the assumption now that they can or they have to reach the final. I say there's a lot more pressure on them to reach the final now that they've completely deconstructed Barcelona and they put them aside. However, do they reach the final? I do not know. And if do they even win it? That is the chance of that is even lower, especially considering Bayern, City. I think with those two still in the competition, they're gonna struggle to do anything with it.
Hassan, man, talk to me.
Yeah, man. For the first 30 minutes, I thought, LSG are back. LSG are back, man. I mean, that Messi was getting that ass. I mean, that screamer he scored was banging,
that goal was
that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. Dembele, I mean, he was making good runs, but bro, it was brick finishing. Where was Goatway? Goatway, he puts that away, man. He puts that away.
Bro, like he should have been brought in earlier. Like we can crack jokes everything. Goatway would have done. I think Goatway would have turned the game around.
He would have got at least 1G from the chances. At least 1G, maybe 2 for lucky. But as for Messi, man, forget about the goal, but just that performance. I mean, the passes this guy was making. I mean, this whole Messi Ronaldo thing was never a debate. The first time I saw them, it was never a debate. I don't know what people see.
Never a debate.
I don't know what people see. Dest was getting that ass, man. Dest was getting Kazawa. The guy's been a brick for a while. Let's be honest, been a brick for a while. Dest was getting that ass. Navas came big, came clutch, man. I mean, Messi, you should finish that. You're the captain. You're trying to lead a comeback. And if they score that, you never know, man. Second half, they could come back. Wait, who was that centre back for Barca? That brick centre back that came off after like 20 minutes.
Oh, Mingueza.
That guy was trash. I mean, him a long day or ass. That's all I gotta say for them. Mbappe, did his thing, scored a little penalty. As for PSG, can they go far? If they meet Barca, if they meet Bayern or City, it could get a bit sticky. But I think they're still top 3 favourites. The right was decent, but shout out to PSG, man. They did their thing.
All right, man. Mo, talk to me, man. Mo. Mo. Are you there? Mr. Mo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. Look, what can I say? First of all, what did I tell you in the hangout on Sunday? The difference between LSG and now is Keylor Navas. That's the big difference. That's what I told you on Sunday, and it showed. Not just the penalty save. The performance. Did you see? I don't think anyone has mentioned this yet. Did you see the save he had in the second half, where a corner kind of deflected of Verratti inside the 6-yard box, and somehow he just got his hand on it? It's beautiful to watch. Honestly, I love this guy so much. Messi, wow, what a goal! Look, crazy. I'm gonna say this. To me, the whole Messi and Ronaldo thing, like Messi is obviously much better. Like, you can't compare them. Although I do think you're a bit disrespectful towards Cristiano, but that's a different topic.
Oh, I love him, man.
No, No,
No,
look,
you
like
know,
you say,
I do.
calling him a fraud and that he has no talent. That's too much.
that's
I
what
was, I
I'm
was, I
saying.
was, I was being lovely.
The
I was
truth
being
hurts. The truth
sentimental,
hurts.
man.
Anyways, um, let's just. I don't even know why we're talking about Cristiano now. Like he has zero influence on today. So let's just focus on Messi. Hell of a goal, but otherwise, yeah, hell of a goal, but otherwise, I don't see what everyone is talking about, to be honest, because he missed a bunch of chances. He missed a penalty, which could have brought his team back in the game. And there were many times where he could have taken a shot, but then he passes it back like outside the box. Why? Take the shot.
Mo, who was the best player on that pitch?
Navas.
Apart from I said who was the best outfield player? So 10v10.
Messi, definitely Messi. But HH, what do you say about? Obviously, I'm not comparing them, but what do you always say about Mount? You're the best of a bad bunch. Doesn't mean you're great. And that's the same with Messi. He was the best out of a bad bunch.
Messi and Mount are not in the same.
Whoa, you're comparing. You're comparing.
I'm not comparing them.
No. I'm going to stop you there. You're comparing Timo Werner, Marcus Alonso. Do you know the kind of ordinary Chelsea have? Chilwell? Excuse me?
Why? I mean, sorry. Werner and Dembele and Griezmann are basically at the same level right now. Can you say otherwise?
No, Werner is different. Werner is different sauce. No. As bad as Dembele and Griezmann are,
Werner can't control the ball.
Point is, I'm obviously not comparing Chelsea. I'm not comparing Chelsea to Barca, but I'm saying Messi was the best out of a bad bunch. Doesn't mean he had a great performance. Especially like the penalty miss was the cherry on top for me. You have to put that away. And look, you say Messi has a poor mentality. I don't think that's the problem, because if you have a bad mentality, he doesn't make it this far in his career in general. It's just a penalty. I don't know. Like
no. That is no. When you say mentality, it's not mentality in terms of how hard you work and so forth. It is the mentality of dealing with pressure. Because pressure has nothing to do with anything tangible. Pressure is intangible. Pressure is how you can psychologically control your nerves or ignore nerves. You know, if you have a weak mentality, nerves get the hold of you.
No, but what I'm trying to say is if he has a weak mentality, he doesn't even score the goal he has. Like 99% of what Messi does, it needs a strong mentality.
No, it's
you
not.
need a strong mentality to take on 4 players and get past them all.
No, Mo, that goal is talent. The goal he scored is pure talent.
It is.
It's not. It's not mentality.
No, but what I'm trying to say, you need a strong mentality to take it on the first place. If you're weak-minded, you're gonna say, "Oh, why am I gonna shoot from here? Let me just pass it."
No. But if you know that you just have this natural, instinctive ability to score from there, it comes in the context of a game in open play. It's most of it is instinct. Penalty is everything stops. Everything stops, and that's where the pressure comes through, because everything stops and it's now slow. When the game is playing in open play, football happens very quickly. It's all instincts. That thing he said was like, okay, we did a goal, boom, 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 shoot. He hardly has to think, or if he thinks, it's like a split second to really think. So nerves don't come into it. It is just pure that I have this talent, and talent is where I can just instinctively just say, try a shot, boom, go. That's just talent, raw talent.
Look, I see what you're saying, but I also think, like you keep saying, the penalty is easy. If it were that easy, we wouldn't see so many getting missed, honestly. Like we see a lot of penalties.
How many penalties get scored and how many penalties gets missed?
Definitely more get scored, but it's not like only 1 out of 10 get missed. I'm sure the number is higher than that. A lot of key penalties get missed by a lot of players too. Messi specifically, out of the best players in the world, Messi more so than others, but like Neymar has missed key penalties. Sergio Ramos has missed. Cristiano has missed. Like they all missed them. Messi, for me, like when you were counting the penalties that he missed, the one that takes the cake for me is the one he missed versus Chile in the penalty shootout in the Copa America. That was awful. I don't know if you remember that one.
No. Over where he hit it over the bar, but his biggest penalty miss was against Chelsea.
No, but for me, because that's a penalty shootout in a final. You score it, you probably win. You don't. You give yourself.
No. He took the first penalty. He didn't take the.
No, I think it was like the third.
No, he took the first one. I'm pretty sure it was the
Regardless,
first one.
I don't really remember anymore. Anyways,
Yeah, he took one of the later ones.
Nah, it was the first one. Messi
It
was
was
the
the
first
first
one.
one.
It was
It
first
was the
one.
first
Oh,
one. It was the
first.
first
It
one.
was first.
Yeah.
but the first one kind of sets the. Who's making a big echo? The first one kind of sets the tone. But anyways, that's besides the point right now. Let me get back to the game. The second half, the key for PSG. I don't think Barca win this game even if Messi scores the penalty because A, you have Navas. B, PSG were different in the second half. I think the two key substitutions by Pochettino were Diallo and Danilo Pereira. Those two were key. Pereira was great, like getting stuck in, perfect tackling, interceptions. Danilo Pereira were great. Now, I will say this, Barca were worse in the second half. Maybe the penalty has kind of hindered their confidence. But like PSG were much better. I felt like they were kind of nervous in the first half, but then in the second half, they were more on the same page. I think Osasuna.
The penalty could change everything.
Oh yeah, it could. But I'm saying like give credit where credit is due. PSG improved in the second half. I think like the big key in the second half was in the first half, PSG looked kind of disoriented. As I was saying, like I think Osasuna mentioned it, like Verratti was trying to slow the game down, and so was Mbappe. Everyone else was kind of trying to play on the counter attack. On the second half, we saw them more on the same page. Everyone was slowing the game down. And they kept the ball a bit better. That's why, like, I think, that kind of also hurt Barca. Kurzawa, look, when Juan Bernat comes back, he has to play. To be fair, Kurzawa had a decent first leg, but in the second leg, he was bad. I don't know why everyone's hating on Gay so much. I mean, he didn't have the best game, but, like, he's not as bad as everyone's saying. And, Mbappe, hell of a penalty. That's how you take a penalty. And that's pretty much it.
So I mean, just very quickly, what chances do you give PSG?
Oh, they have chances. Look, you don't go away to the Camp Nou and win 4-1 without being one of the best teams in the world. That's just a fact. Without Neymar
against
and Di
that
Maria.
Barcelona team,
it's still Barca. It's still
what does that mean?
It means it's a team with stature. It's a team where when you visit them, you get nervous. When you walk into the Camp Nou, you're going to be nervous as a player because of what that team represents and what that stadium represents. And to go there without Neymar, without Di Maria, without Juan Bernat, and to drop 4 on them, that's not something that happens every day. I mean, before this season, the last time Barca were being at home in the Champions League was how long ago? I think 2013. And then you go and drop 4 on them. That's gonna make you feel more confident. Like I know people want to hate on Barca right now, but give credit to PSG. They had a big performance in the first leg. Don't take that away from them either. And you still have Neymar coming back. So are they gonna win it? I don't know. For me, they are one of the favorites. Not City. Like City are a joke. Can everyone stop talking about City? They lost versus Man United, for God's sake.
Okay, no. Look, we'll deal with those guys afterwards. But okay, so let's just try and be pretty brief so we can cover Liverpool, man. So Jamaican Kid, just briefly thoughts on the game. Try and keep it brief.
Oh yeah, man. It was a good match because what's it? The damage was done from the first leg. So Boston were just coming in, just playing for pride and to see if. But Dembele, man, if that was all on.
Yes.
Those 2 chances.
It's a goal.
Man, Barcelona wasted 150 million on that. And Griezmann, The good thing is that we have a new president, so there can be a little bit of hope. And PSG, they can win the Champions League, but I put Bayern and City ahead of them. And could you say Chelsea could beat this team?
Easy, relax. So for Barcelona, man, I mean, what does this say? Sell Messi, rebuild, keep Messi, build around him. Is this an end of an era? And
well, it's going to have to be up to Messi and the new president, because there's a relationship there from in the past. So the past can be very, I understand, but he has about 3 years left. Good years, 2.
So, okay, what would you advise him to do? Stay with Barcelona or 2-3 years join Man City or PSG?
I think join Man City or PSG because Barcelona right now is in a rebuilding stage. So I would tell him to at least, go to a side that is, I would say, up to standard, stack already, and just win maybe 1 or 2 Champions Leagues and just close it out.
Okay.
Hey, Jake, why isn't Griezmann in the Brick Academy?
I think he's under review.
Yes.
I think he's under review.
No, there should not be any review. Class B.
That's a straight induction. Straight induction.
All right. Okay, look. I'll call him up tomorrow. We'll talk about Class C.
I want to ask a question quick.
Hold on. Did you see that? Did you see that run that he was making in the box? And he has this wide on the right, and chose to shoot with his right foot.
Look, he bricked it, man. What can I say? He bricked it, man. He bricked it. Okay. Yes, side. Talk to me. Let's keep it brief. Yes, side.
So, what's very interesting is that you keep saying people keep mentioning LSG. I generally believe LSG showed up today. What I see from PSG was that they were terrified of Barcelona and they were 4-1 up, and they were playing at home. It made no sense to me. The first half, Barcelona was all over them. The only goal that PSG got today was from a penalty spot, and PSG was and Mbappe was isolated up front by himself, which made life easier for the Barcelona defense. They really didn't have much to do. And Keylor Navas, oh my God! Like watching that game, this guy made at least 3 goals. There was goals. It was goals. They were going in. The Sergio Dest shot that he saved and it powered up to the bar. That was a goal.
Yeah, that was a save. Yeah, that save. Yeah.
That was a goal, guys. That should have gone in. If it was any keeper, I would even say there's a few keepers that saves that goal. I don't think, maybe Neuer, maybe.
No, come on. He has to relax. Neuer saves that. Relax.
I mean, but then Keylor Navas is known for making clutch saves. This guy has done it time and time again.
The one
that's the Dest one, yeah.
Dest in the first half where he hit it and it went off onto the crossbar.
Yes, that one. Obviously the penalty. I mean, I don't know, Messi, man. You know what's so shocking to me, HH. I was while watching this game, I was going through my memories about the remontada, the Miracle Cup now, and I remember that. People forget that the 5th goal was a penalty and Neymar scored the penalty. Neymar took the penalty, guys. It's certain things people forget.
Yeah, man. Because remember, the first penalty I think Messi took, but the later penalty, which is more pressure.
Yep.
He didn't want to take it.
Yeah, Neymar.
So it goes to show that for Messi, but you can't. They can't say, do you give that to Griezmann? But you got to take it. You're the captain.
Griezmann? Oh my God.
No.
But guys,
So who do you give it to then?
Messi's got to score.
Wait.
I mean,
he can't shy away from it. Like today, he doesn't have Suarez.
Yes. Someone said go to it, but yes, talk to me.
Yeah, but then I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and this is me being objective and is really speaking from the depth of my heart. I remember the Miracle came out, and I remember Neymar, and I remember how he was the man of the match, and he took over that game. If literally the replacement of Neymar was literally 3 players, Ousmane Dembele, Griezmann, and Coutinho. If Neymar was actually in a Barcelona jersey, LSG happens again, guys. It's almost a guarantee, guys. LSG happens again. Neymar does not miss the chances that Dembele misses. It's not gonna happen. I mean, it's crazy how it literally had resemblance of LSG. Literally was there, but unfortunately, the players for Barcelona was not there because Barcelona had the chances, guys. Barcelona had the chances. it was the tension of the match throughout the whole 90 minutes was almost razor thin. It seemed like
No. I think no. When he missed the penalty, like as the second half was going, you could the tension was going. If Messi scores the penalty, we have a different game. Once he missed the penalty, it was over. I knew it was over.
And guys, I don't know. PSG might have made a huge error in sacking Tuchel because Pochettino is not impressing me at all. At all. You're up 4-1. If Tuchel was there, I don't think PSG find it this hard. This is my general opinion. This guy, I don't know why he choose to be pragmatic. I don't understand why he choose to sit back and try to soak up pressure. That's literally what they did to get 6-1. 6-1, they were up 4-0, and Unai Emery went defensive. That's literally what happened.
Tuchel went out to Scott McTominay. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, hey, post Scott McTominay. Respect out of him, man. So, guys, I don't think.
So basically, very quickly because we need to go to other guys. So
yeah. I don't think PSG wins it, HH, at all. I feel like PSG is with this manager. He's a brick. In my opinion,
and for Barca, what should they do? Keep Messi, or is this an end of an era with Messi? Does this spell the end for Messi and Barca? This is lost out in the round of 6-16, 5-2.
But HH, I feel like Messi is a brick in terms of mentality. We've seen it with the penalty. I think this guy will brick it up and stay at Barcelona. And I feel like he should be under review if he chooses to stay at Barcelona. Because he's never going to win anything with Barcelona with this team. That's just my opinion.
Mr. Ni, talk to me.
Well, this has been very, very, very bad for Barcelona. Obviously, let's say the first 10 minutes, actually, it was a pretty good start, and I thought something could actually go on, And then the first opportunity that Dembele had, he should have put that away. He should have done better.
He bricked it.
Actually, like. He's someone, like you said, I think we have the same understanding in the fact that this guy is actually talented, but his finishing is just, I think he has the worst finishing in Barcelona. He has the worst in Barcelona. If we had Ansu Fati in his position today, I guarantee you that we go at least 2-0 up in the first half. So
do you put any blame on Messi then? So him missing the penalty, key penalty. Do you put blame on him for missing that key penalty?
But when the penalty was given, I was like, okay, Messi shouldn't take this. Really, I wanted someone else to take it. Probably, maybe Dembele himself. Probably Dembele. It's gonna sound funny, but I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why I said Dembele is because, in terms of penalties, the way he takes his penalties are actually better because, first of all, you don't know if he's going to use his left foot or his right foot, and he might just go down the middle. But Messi, like when I saw the penalty, I was like, oh damn, this guy's going to miss it. And
can I ask you, do you think Busquets should have taken it? As weird as it sounds.
Busquets, well, it depends. The thing about Busquets is he's got no shot power.
Lenglet should have taken it. Lenglet. At that point, you must have given it.
No. See, the thing about it is that, which is the issue you now have, like, if you don't give it to Messi, remember, you have to score it. So you have to say, okay, who on this team is guaranteed to put that ball in the back of that net?
Probably Dembele. He's a good penalty. He's not great, but he's better than Messi.
No, the thing is, I feel Busquets is the least likely to feel pressure, in my opinion. It's because
I understand that, but the thing about Busquets is that Busquets has got no shot power at all. He might be able to do something, but he has no shot power, and he doesn't really take like shot.
I think you either give it.
I think Dembele
or Frankie, really.
Dembele, Frankie would have been better. In my opinion.
But you know what? I think that Dembele, as crap as he was, I think you give it to Dembele because he's a good penalty taker, and also he's not the kind of guy who I think feels pressure. I think if you give it to Frankie, I think he would feel the pressure of it.
But
Of like,
if Dembele took it and Messi, we'll be saying Messi, why didn't you take it?
No,
You're the
no.
captain.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I said Dembele. Okay, do you guys remember? There was a game. I think was it Athletic Bilbao or what game was that? The penalty during the penalty shootout, right? And this guy just the way he takes the penalty, like the way he shoots the ball. I do not think Navas is going to get the ball. Even if Navas actually tries to get it, I don't think he's going to get it. And like you said, he doesn't feel no pressure. Then,
but also, if you remember in the Copa del Rey, in like Barca's first game in the Copa, he missed an awful penalty when that goalkeeper in the third division made two penalties. Like,
you know what frustrates me about this guy? I'll tell you what frustrates me about this guy. He's like, should I say he's like the Ukrainian weather, because like I live in Ukraine. You do not understand. On them levels, the Ukrainian weather, I would say he's like your girlfriend during her menses. Sorry for using this word. You cannot determine when this guy can actually do something. He's like hot and cold. So if we had gone to 2-0 up in the first half, I guarantee you that we would have come back in the second half. I think so. Would have. So
because I feel that could have been a turning point, man. All right, look, man. Let me just quickly hit some of these supers, man, and then we can just quickly give our thoughts on the Liverpool and we'll be out of here. So bear with me. Okay, all right. Where are we at? Okay. So Dennis, okay, this was must be deleted. So I mean, Dennis, I don't know whether. Okay, I'll cut you. So the laughing sailor, thank you for the dub, who says, "Dude, if Dembele scores those two chances early on, it was game on. Demeanor needs to be reviewed big time. He is currently in Class B, and yes, he had great chances. Like they had amazing opportunities to put it away, and there is no excuse for him." For his finishing to be so tepid, especially for a guy who we know is kind of an excellent finisher with his left and right foot. He just had a bad game. Dennis Ball says, Jack Grealish is better than Dembele right now. Yeah, well, based on form, yeah. I mean, if we're looking at it overall, no. But yeah, I will happily say Grealish is upper tier 3, borderline tier 2. Ousmane Germain Dembele, he is arguably Class B right now. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Mohamed Noor says, even if Messi scored the penalty, who scores the 2 goals? Brixman, Lembele, they still don't go through, but insane goal by Messi ripped the goal net. If Messi scores the penalty, I do feel that would have raised the belief of the entire team. And whether it's Trincao when it comes on, probably even Griezmann. I just think that mentally and psychologically, wait. Actually, can you just mute your thing, because I'm getting a bit of feedback from your thing. So, mentality. Once Messi missed that penalty, psychologically, mentally, guys are like, they still played, but they know that they lost their belief. Belief is a very strong thing. He scores that penalty, Dembele, Griezmann, everybody believes, and I think that their game improves, and they raise the game because they're like, guys, we just need 2 more goals. And I do feel that, not definitely, but there would be a big chance that they perhaps make it 4-1 and take it to extra time. From King Gabani, thank you for the dub, who says, Werner for Us, they both can't finish, but 1 balls. I'm telling you right now, if that swap is on and Barcelona want to make that swap, I would take that swap. 1,000%. I would swap Werner for Ousmane Dembele 100%. 100%.
Dembele was wearing Timbs today, I swear.
I don't care whether he was wearing anvil boots. Werner is from the pits of Mordor. Okay, he's Sauron's child. Okay, Werner is. I've never seen a guy who can control a simple ball in my life before. I've never seen that before in my life. From your boy Natsa, who says penalties gets missed because it's perceived easy, and when you are a great player, you're expected to score. So I agree, it does take mentality under pressure. 100%. The skill of a penalty is easy to score a top-level player. What makes it difficult is something that is easy is made much more difficult based on the pressure that is put onto it. So it is what it is, because like Messi can score a penalty 10 times out of 10 in training. Context of the game means more. You're in a match, mentally, psychologically, you're no longer on the training ground, you're now in a different place. You now are now affected by how you now take that penalty. From Martin Rosario, thank you for the dub, who says, I enjoy hearing this cap over a dude who lost 5-2 on aggregate, But yeah, let's give him a pass because he played well. My excuses, and you'll wonder why he's only got one major trophy since 2012. Hashtag loser talk. Latin Rosario, because I think that's what she needs to be called. Your GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, all he did was place the ball for Chiesa to do all the work to put the ball in the top corner. 210 minutes, your so-called GOAT played like complete absolute trash and was trying to dive to win penalties. At least Messi scored one of the goals of the season. Messi scored one of the goals of the season. Your guys was trying to dive to win penalties. Yep.
To be fair, you keep saying you can't blame Messi because he doesn't have the team around him. Does Cristiano have the team around him? No, you can't compare Juve's team to Barca's team.
You are right, 100%. And that is what I said last year. Cristiano, you did your thing. You shut up and nothing else. Yes, he doesn't have the team around him. Mate, you did nothing yourself.
I'm not saying he did anything. Yeah.
No. But previous years, I've always said that Cristiano, you showed up. No one else has showed up. That's why Juve will fail because only one guy is showing up. This year, you didn't show up. Chiesa showed up. Chiesa scored 3 Gs in both legs. You did nothing. So it is what it is.
He did want to go and play though. He tried to dribble, but
Yeah, look, forget that club.
To be fair, Cristiano is like 3 years older than Messi.
I don't give a damn, man.
It's an agenda, Mo.
I don't care.
Bro.
No, I'm saying like when Cristiano was in Messi's age, he was still killing it.
That's what I'm saying. At 33, Cristiano was too busy doing 3Ps. It's all an agenda.
Wait. So from Tyrone Lorenzo Valencia, thank you for the dub. So Tyrone says Messi scored his 2015 Copa America penalty and Argentina still lost. Since everyone else messed up their penalty kicks, make it make sense. No, it is what it is because look, you can score your penalty in a penalty shootout, but everyone else has to score theirs. So no. But Tyrone, what I will say though is that don't let a game go to penalties. And this is what my brother said, which is so true. Penalties is punishment for you not being able to score in 2 hours. 2 hours is a long time for you to score more goals than your opponents. So for Messi, score the goal, so don't have to go to the penalties. From Tyrone Lorenzo Valencia again, who says, Dembele, Griezmann, and Pjanic missed penalties against third division side at the Copa del Rey. Messi has scored Barcelona penalties this season. Relax. True, but Tyrone, the issue is critical moments, big times, he's not been able to put away. He has put away big penalties, but there have also been times when he's not been able to put away those big penalties.
You can't compare the Copa del Rey to the Champions League. There's no comparison there.
Oh, no, true. Okay, so guys, very simple.
Let me ask you a question just before you move on to Liverpool.
Mm.
You said if Messi scores the penalty, Barca are different in the second half. Do you think if Messi scores the penalty, PSG are also more attacking and have more of a killer mentality in the second half?
If that happens, PSG will be like, oh, damn it, here we go again.
No, but like
100%.
When you have players with like a strong mentality, like Mbappe has a pretty strong mentality. Like he may be thinking, okay, I need to score another one and go for it.
See, the issue is that, so people like, let's say, Paredes and Idrissa Gueye, who weren't parts of either Miracle at Camp Nou or Nightmare in Paris, would be like, come on, guys. But Mbappe, Verratti, and so forth, who have been through this, they'll be like, oh my gosh, here we go again. That I really believe that they'll be like, oh
Kazawa would have
happening.
He would have got sent off. Kazawa.
So like you could just tell because that's what have swung the whole psychology of the timer. So guys, let's talk about.
Just want to say quick. Coutinho fit?
What is it?
Is Coutinho fit? Or he injured?
Injured.
Oh,
I don't think he was even in the squad. I think he was injured. All right, guys. So
Hitchich, I was about to say something.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you asked the question if you think Messi is gonna leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll tell you this. I think he's gonna stay. That's for sure. And probably we might try to attract other players. I'm even looking at this guy. What's his name? Haaland. If we can get Haaland as our main focus striker, okay, and Sofati is going to be back, right? He's going to be on the left, and on the right wing, we'll try to switch it between Trincao and Dembele. I'm seeing something in Trincao that Dembele doesn't have, and that's those cutting edge passes. He's got those one touch.
So basically, very quickly, because we have to talk about this. Do you think he will stay? Yes or no?
I think he's going to stay because I think he has the trust of the board, and the players he's going to,
and also, do you think he should stay? Do you think it would be wise for Barcelona for him to stay?
Actually, I'll say this right now. Okay, I'm a Barcelona fan. Okay, but I do not want Messi to stay. Okay, I want him to actually move forward, and maybe Man City or PSG is going to feed him.
Okay. Yeah. So, guys, let's talk about Liverpool, man. You see, guys, let me keep it real with you. I believe Liverpool, we're going to win this. Leipzig have a guy called Forsberg and Olmo and Poulsen. Who the bloody hell thought these guys were going to score a goal? Nagelsmann needs to be given the Nobel Peace Prize. How you are able to be 2 points behind Bayern Munich with guys from the road like that, I think is flipping amazing. These guys are from the road. These guys, I'm shocked that these guys are professional football players. Kunku, who are these dudes? It is what it is. Liverpool are going all in. They're going all in. And football is a crazy sport. It's a crazy sport. They're going all in, but it's not going to be easy. Because as I was watching, and I was watching both, especially the game, Leipzig were cutting through the defense. They had no cutting edge. I fear for if this Liverpool team faces Bayern, if they face PSG, or even if they face their nemesis Man City. Because these guys actually have finishers and guys who are cutting edge. And that defense of Nat Phillips and so forth, it could be dangerous. But guys, football is a crazy sport, man. And that is a story in and of itself. Liverpool finish 7th, 8th, 9th. They somehow find themselves in a Champions League final. Hassan, what chances do you think Liverpool have of doing something crazy, of actually winning this Champions League? And do you think Mane and Salah can turn it on and lead them to a CL victory?
First of all, it's not really a high chance that we got of winning the competition. I mean, we bricked that 3,000 chances this match. Let's be honest. I mean, Salah, it should have been 4 or 5.
Mane messed up, man. He messed up one chance.
Mane, Jota missed an easy chance. I mean, we bricked like 1,000 chances, but I mean, Leipzig were cutting through our defense with brick attackers. I don't know how. Nat Phillips, who's Nat Phillips? Well, I mean, the defense would get eaten up. But luckily for us, they had Poulsen and these crap players. What Nagelsmann's doing is insane. It's insane, bro.
It's magic.
Crap attackers, bro. But yeah, as for us, man, if you face any other good team, it's wraps. It's wraps. But shout out to Fabinho, who's back in the DM position. I think that was key in the match today. He was quality.
Okay. So you don't think Mane and Salah will be enough to go through? You think that the defense will leak goals?
The thing is, Mane hasn't been clinical. Salah has been carrying our attack. Let's be honest. Salah this season, 25 Gs already? We're going to have a discussion about Salah. But Mane is not clinical. But our defense, we can't, listen, if you had VVD, maybe, but, in the CL, but I think if Mbappe, Neymar, or even Haaland, man, that can cause us problems. But you never know, man. The finals is in Istanbul, Juju. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. But I think semis max, but Juju, man, I got to do some Juju in it to win this thing.
All right, undisputed, man. Can your boys do something special, man? Undisputed. All right, Darian, talk to me. Liverpool, their chances. Darian? Vilton, talk to me. Vilton, Liverpool and their chances.
We still can't underestimate Liverpool. I know they're very awful right now, and thank God for Liverpool. It wasn't technically on Anfield because for some reason you guys forgot how to score at Anfield. So, but yeah, as for Liverpool chances, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hassan, will most of your players be back? Will Van Dijk be back when the quarterfinals start, or would he be in the second leg?
I don't know if Van Dijk will make it. I don't know. I don't think he'll make it.
Okay, but I know
Henderson out for the rest of the season.
Okay, so I know Henderson is coming back though. Henderson is coming back. Okay, as long as you have Henderson in that midfield, your center back partnership, I don't trust Kabak and.
They were decent against Leipzig, but who does Leipzig have?
Hassan, you have a defender who is named after a Mortal Kombat character, man. So.
But I give Nagelsmann immense prop because I just don't know how he got this team to see a semi-final, bro. Because that first half was so trash from both teams. Don't get me wrong, Liverpool have plenty chances to score, but Leipzig are so trash in the final third, bro. Like,
it's so bad.
but it is what it is. You need that type of luck. But I'm not gonna write off Liverpool yet because it is a Champions League. It's a different competition. Like the finals gonna. I'm not saying Liverpool's gonna win it, but we can't underestimate Liverpool. They're definitely a dark horse because Liverpool have won it before. So as long as that front three, because they needed to go. Salah and Mane needed to score today because these guys they just forgot how to score. They just forgot how to score. But yeah, it was good job for Liverpool. They won today, but again, it was Leipzig. You were expected to win today. To be honest, it should have been like 4-5. To be honest with you, but good win by Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool gonna win it, but if they do somehow get to the final, I'm not gonna be surprised. Because let's say Liverpool gets Porto in the quarterfinals, so that's in the semi. But I don't think they're good enough to be Bayern. If they're at their full strength, yeah, but I don't think Liverpool is good enough to be Bayern or even PSG. I would say if PSG have everybody. But yeah, props to Liverpool. They won today, but let's see what they're gonna do in the quarters because your defense and
British. or guys, let's make this real brief, man. Real brief. So just very briefly, how far do you think Liverpool can go? YSK Jackson, how far do you think Liverpool can go?
It really depends on if Salah and Mane turns it on, because this rest of the team, Fabinho, to be fair, I think he was man of the match today. Fabinho,
he was quality.
He was quality. But again, it depends on if Salah and Mane turns up, and any of those top teams, and you could put City in there as well. But Dortmund, with Haaland, Bayern, PSG, they could rip through that defense as they will, because Alisson's real sus. Alisson is real sus. That guy's moving mad. He was doing some madness in this game. So it really depends on
how he made a very good save though in that first half.
He did, but he also handed them a goal almost. So yeah, it depends on whether Salah and Mane turns up, and also if Alisson doesn't break it in goal.
Okay, so before I come to Jamal, let me just hit some of this. So from Harry O'Kane, thank you for the dub. If you ignored the goal and the pen, Messi still played really well, I think. 100%. He played very, very well. Like the guy, he was the best player on the pitch. Him and Navas were the best players in that game, hands down, 100%. But again, people have agendas, man. From Nemo O, thank you for the dub. That Tiva team was good enough to beat Porto. McKennie, Arthur, Chiesa, Kulu, Morata, Rabiot, all quality against 10 Porto men. Penaldo went ghost, laugh out loud. Juve aren't a great team in and of themselves. They had better players than FC Porto. And my thing with your boy Cristiano is you should be good enough to take things into your own hands and score from open play against 10 men. Instead, you're trying to win penalties because it is what it is. You're fraudulent. Jamal, talk to me. Liverpool, man. Do you think you guys can do something special? Struggling in the Premier League, do you think you guys can win that CL?
First thing I have to say, guys, we have to take that title out of Atletico. RB Leipzig are the new attacking versions. They have taken the title. These guys.
No. See, Jamal, no. See, attacking virgins is you are afraid to attack. Leipzig are just crap. They want to attack, but they're just garbage at doing so. Atletico are actually good at attacking, just that they don't want to do so. So attacking virgins it's where they don't even understand the concepts of wanting to attack. Leipzig, they want to attack, but they're just bad. Really bad.
Leipzig are shooting blanks, merchants.
Yes. Yeah. They're not going to conceive. Yeah.
Guys, it had one point in the game. Paulson had the ball, and the RB bench was going attack. I mean, what is Paulson gonna do? I actually laughed when I heard that. They were like attack, and Paulson was on the ball.
I actually heard that in the game as well.
You see, Jamal is like. That's why I had to just turn off. Like when Salah scored, I just turned off. I basically threw my iPad in the bin as I get this trash off because I was like, no.
Yeah,
if you're relying on Paulson to score, I'm done.
And Sula. But anyway, regards to Liverpool, bro, I feel we can make the semis if we avoid 4 teams. There's 4 teams. If we get them, we are Goalazo. The 4 teams are PSG, Atletico, Manchester City, and Bayern.
So
we have,
you want to avoid Atletico?
yes, because right now we are struggling for goals, and they're gonna play a low block, and I think it will be difficult for us. So yeah, so them 4 teams. Anybody else, I feel we can beat. I feel we can beat Chelsea. It will be tricky against Dortmund, but what gave me hope against Dortmund is Dortmund defense is pretty trash too. So yeah, man. But it's the CL, man. It's Istanbul. Anything goes.
So okay. So you feel that if Real beats Atlanta, you can beat Real Madrid?
Yeah, I would say it's 50-50, but I wouldn't put it like this. I wouldn't be the angriest man in the world if we get Real Madrid. I would like to play Real, but that's those 4 teams. If it's Bayern, Lewandowski versus Kabak and Davis, nah, nobody trying to see that. So yeah, man, big up Salah, and guys, Mane have to get his form back, man. We need him to improve. But the good thing is, I think Champions League is starting back next month. Yeah, so guys, this draw is gonna be wild. This draw is gonna be wild. We have to do a stream for the draw.
Give me Bayern.
Jamal. Wait, Jamal, what are you doing? I'm working on a freaking what? Chelsea still have to sort some stuff. See, Jamal, you almost tricked me.
Yeah.
Because I was about to be like, oh yes. I said, wait a minute. So if I say oh yes and I'm really happy, I'm now assuming Chelsea will go through, which will now mess up my jinx.
But
Jamal,
they will go through. Yeah, they will go through.
Can I
Jamal,
say something, H?
Go for it. Yes. What?
Yeah, I just have to say, I'm just getting bad vibes. I feel Chelsea might go through, and I feel we might get Chelsea. Because, guys, remember, all the time in the 2005, 6, 7 period, we always get Chelsea. Chelsea and Liverpool.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Atletico are most likely going to go through.
But yeah, but I'm happy for the win today, and big up Salah and Mane and RB. These guys are horrible. Paulson and Sula, Danny Olmo. Come on.
HH,
Free Nagels, man. Free Nagels.
All right. On the speed, talk to me about Olmo, man.
First of all, I want a campaign that says justice for Thiago. This guy has been surrounded by Curtis Jones and the likes in midfield. If this guy had Fabinho and Henderson since the start, he would be universally regarded as the benchmark in the Premier League midfield. Premier League midfielder is concerned.
I heard something. Barcelona actually made a bid for Thiago.
Did he just say Thiago? Did he just mention his name?
On the streets, keep talking.
Wait, did you say Barcelona made a bid for Thiago?
Yeah, they're looking to get Thiago.
They want to get worse.
On the speed, keep talking, man. Keep talking.
I
meet this guy, man.
Our form in the Premier League has been abysmal, but I'm finally starting to understand why. I think Liverpool as a club have become too big for the Premier League. I think as of now, of today, we are Champions League merchants. Listen, I'm in a stream full of supporters of clubs like Chelsea, Man United, teams that win it like once in their entire history or 2 times in 40 years with the GOAT manager. Vilton, can you please remove yourself from the stream just briefly? Vilton, I need it for my agenda. Just please remove yourself from the stream just briefly. So my agenda works.
1991. 1991.
I don't support Prem teams either.
Wait,
bro.
keep talking. Yes, keep talking.
Guys, this competition is in our DNA. I'm telling you guys right now. I think number 7 is on the way. I'm telling it right now. I'm calling it right now. Number 7 is on the way.
So 7th in the league, right?
So wait. So on the speed set, let me just be clear. So you're saying that Liverpool are definitely going to win the Champions League?
He's not saying nothing. Chelsea favourites. I
think it's written. Okay, there's no way in hell we are.
Undisputed.
Thank you. Undisputed. Thank you.
Undisputed. We'll make our way through.
Yes, sir. Did you not get knocked out by this team that we faced today? Did you get knocked out by these bum attackers? Please don't tell me you got knocked out with a team.
Remember the last time you talked, you was at the top of the league. Remember the last time you said.
Okay, wait. So on this basis, let's just be clear here because we need to round off. So you're saying most definitely Liverpool are going to get the 7th dub. this season. That's what you're saying.
Look at the sky. It's written in the stars, man.
There
It's
we go.
written in
So
the stars.
just as long as it's
Undisputed,
crystallized,
man.
everything.
Don't do that.
Undisputed. Thank you so much, man. It all works for my beautiful jinx. Wise K Jackson, talk to me about Liverpool and their chances.
They're not sniffing it.
Okay. Okay.
If with that team, is not stiff in the Champions League this year. They're 7th in the Premier League, for God's sake.
Oh, don't say that. Don't.
Okay. No. It's your thoughts. Mo, are they winning it? Liverpool. Can they go?
I told you before, and I'm gonna say it again. Liverpool don't sniff the Champions League. No way. Are you kidding me? Nathan Phillips and Kabak? No way.
Crazy things have happened in football, man.
No.
Never say never. Never say never.
Okay, fine. There's a 99.99% chance that they don't win the Champions League.
Mo, have you ever heard of Milan Baros?
I don't care, bro. Don't bring up. No one cares about history. When the whistle blows, no one cares about history.
On this to mute your mic, man. More talk.
The only time fans bring up history is when they know their team sucks and they need something to latch onto. I'm sorry. If your team is good enough, you don't point to history. You point to your team right now. The fact that you're going back to what happened in the past tells me that you're not confident in your team. You're just relying on history to repeat itself, which it won't, because the only team that Liverpool can beat in the quarters is Porto. And Porto aren't easy anyway, apparently. By the way, I have to apologize to Porto because I've underestimated them massively. So credit to them, especially Pepe. But yeah, that's the only team that Liverpool can win. Haaland destroys them. Lewandowski destroys them. Mbappe and Neymar destroy them. De Bruyne destroys them. Benzema destroys them. I'm sorry, like Chelsea, we saw how they performed versus Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. Like Atleti are probably like, I think Jamal said it, and I agree 100%. Like the way Atleti play, it's so bad for Liverpool. Because like Liverpool right now, they're hanging their hats on their attack, and Atleti defend and hit on the counter. That's the worst scenario for Liverpool, in my opinion. No way are they. The only way they get to the semis is if they get Porto, and then maybe. Otherwise, they're getting knocked out next round. I don't know, bro. Haaland versus Nathan Phillips and Kabak.
There's also Sancho in there. So how far
Sancho
did Liverpool go? So how far
quarters.
did Liverpool goes? Or quarters? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
HH, can I just say, I changed my mind. There's too much jinx going around, and just around you. There's so much jinx around you right now. I'm going to completely change my answer and say Liverpool and Chelsea in the final.
Relax.
Easy, bro.
Okay,
We never had that.
London Blues FC versus
before we move on,
Liverpool in the final.
Jackson, I am begging you.
There's too much jinx around you, man. It's too risky. It's too risky.
Jackson, since I believe that I have provided you with entertainment, content, and stuff. So Wise Jackson, wait, let me land with this guy. To reciprocate it for me, because of what I've provided for you over several years since 2010, I need you to take Chelsea out of that final talk and say no. So that's my ask.
No what?
That's Chelsea are not making the final.
No, I didn't say Chelsea. Sorry, my bad. London Blues FC makes it to the final.
I don't. Just don't London Blues Chelsea. Just say they're not making the final. That's all I'm asking.
Is Thiago Silva slipping on the?
But it's inevitable. Penalty? Yes.
Look,
yes.
Chelsea aren't making the final. They're winning the tournament.
Mason Mount bringing it home, man. Mason Mount.
Timo Werner for the final.
You messed up by that.
Patrick for Werner in the final.
All right. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. As for Liverpool, well, their chances is I would say 50-50 in the sense that their main problem this season hasn't really. People do say the defense, but I would say actually the attack, because sometimes they do have chances. Just what's his name, Mane, he's been breaking it up. Sometimes he's been breaking it up. But the Champions League form is totally different from the Premier League or whatever. Yeah. So I'm seeing this as it depends on matchup. Okay, if they get someone like, let's say, for instance, the Porto, okay, they can actually reach the semi. If they end up meeting up PSG, it's gonna be a tricky game. It's gonna be a tricky. Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky game. Like first of all, the defense has to be better, but they have to take their chances. So the chances I'm going to give to Liverpool is just it depends on the front three, basically just the front three. That's all I'll
H,
say.
Yo,
did you literally turn off the game after Salah scored?
yes. No. What's it called? Like, because I was watching the PSG game on my TV here, then and on my tablet at the
Yeah.
Liverpool game. So I was just watching both of them. Once
Yeah.
Salah scored, folded it up, threw it into my bag. I was like,
But H, I was going to say something. What if Chelsea actually goes through and they make it to the final? What is it going to be like?
What if?
H, you don't want to
What
hear
yes,
that.
yeah.
Because,
Yes,
okay, let's
Easy
say,
semis for
let's
Chelsea.
say,
Easy semis.
Yes,
okay, let's say
what
Chelsea,
are your thoughts?
Chelsea will,
About this game,
Yeah.
man, I was trying to watch both games at the same time. I was putting my focus on the PSG Barca game. This game, I watched it and I was like, you know what, Salzburg are not scoring a goal. I mean, their goals that even Liverpool were missing, it was like ludicrous. It was
I think
crazy.
it's Leipzig, not Salzburg.
Well, whatever, it's saying the same
Yeah,
thing.
you went out to them. Don't forget, you went out to them.
But anyways, no, goals that they were missing. I remember the one that Thiago put Salah through. That was a goal. I mean, I remember Jota missed a goal. I mean, they were just missing for fun, and it was inevitable that Liverpool was going to score. So I didn't even bother watching that game in the second half. And can Liverpool, man, guys, we have to respect. As much as I hate to say it, we have to respect clubs that have prestige in this tournament. Liverpool have won 6 Champions League for a reason, and this is how they do it. They, even
So they won those titles with Sonia Blade and a dude called Nat in defense.
Easy.
HH, look, HH, you look at every team in Europe. Every team in Europe has problems. Manchester United just schooled Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. So, I mean, every team in the Champions League have problems.
Yasir, this is a Champions League talk. Where the hell do
Yeah,
you
bro.
get the right to talk in Manchester United?
I'm
You're
just
on
saying,
tomorrow.
I'm just trying to put things in context. Bayern Munich, I guess Dortmund, they conceded 2 goals. Bayern Munich concede goals. And for every goal you concede in Champions League is detrimental. Because if you concede 2 away goals, it's going to be tough. Even if you score 3 goals. So Liverpool has a good chance, a big chance against any team. Against any team, they have a chance. I don't think there's any team that Liverpool should be fearing right now because they just have the weapons. If Jota starts scoring, Mane starts or Salah starts scoring, I mean they're back in action.
Real quick, guys.
That's it. It's just the front three, and that's all. The front three is the most important.
I just want to say a quick question, guys. Quick question.
Yeah.
Let me just say somehow Liverpool get to the final. If Van Dijk is fit, would you guys play him?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
I know you think about the
100%.
Kane thing, but centre back and strikers are two different things.
But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Klopp is not a stupid manager. I think Ronald Koeman was very dumb by rushing PK in the first leg. Because
You're comparing PK to Van Dijk.
Wait,
No, but look, it's about being rusty and not sharp. You're not gonna have like that explosiveness.
I'm telling you right now.
He can't be worse than Phillips. Not Phillips.
A rusty, good for nothing, starving, defunct.
Messed up.
One-legged.
Basically, Van Dijk could just come out of AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. He will still be better than a dude called Nat and a Mortal Kombat character called Kabak.
I don't know, bro.
What it is.
Center backs are under a lot of pressure. I don't know.
Okay, Mo, maybe you didn't hear me clearly again. A overweight, good for nothing, alcoholic alcoholic guy who just spent 25 to life in San Quentin, who just got out on bail, is still better than a dude called Nat and a Mortal Kombat character called Kabak.
These are kids playing at such a backward Liverpool. Easy. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If the worst thing anyone can do is take this Liverpool lightly. I mean, this Liverpool team, all they just need is this is Champions League. Champions League, the pressure is on. Everybody, like you can see, PSG
anything can happen. So
Anything
wait,
can happen.
just a minute. Do you so you think Liverpool can go all the way? Yes or no?
Yes, because I can see them pulling drawing Chelsea next round. I mean, that's gonna be close. I can see them pulling PSG. This PSG team is not as good as everyone thinks they are. I mean,
I said the same thing. I think the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, guys, look. All I'm saying is this: Champions League, anything can happen. Guys, we're gonna be back here on Sunday, and on Sunday, you know what it is.
Wait, AJ, that celebration yesterday, that was elite. Hey, that made me laugh, bro. That was the most funny thing I've ever seen in my life.
Jamal, I just don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because because I'm about to edit my Messi reaction.
Yo,
that goal.
I seen it live.
Was insane.
I see your reaction live.
Yeah. Nah. HH, I need to see a reaction to the Rabiot goal. We need a reaction for that, man.
Yeah.
I was angry.
Yeah.
It'll be crap because I was basically hiding behind there with my overweight beer belly, trying to jinx those freaking dudes, man. No, guys, look. All I'm saying is, guys, no, I don't say no. Sunday, you know what it is, guys. Sunday is huge. Like Sunday when we do like a 5 hours. It's like I'm getting to that. Wednesday we start at 12 p.m. Wednesday on Twitch. So Wednesday we start at 12 p.m. and basically we're doing brunch. So doing brunch at 12 p.m. and we build up lineup preview because guys, I'm getting scared about Wednesday.
English Zidane.
Because the thing about this is that we're so close. We are so bloody close at quarterfinals. So
it's much
Wednesday,
than you think.
guys, because I'm going to use every dirty, filthy, stinking trick from the ball. Like basically, I don't think you understand. I don't give a damn if my predictions are wrong. Just as long as my narrative gets proven through. So I'll use every dirty, filthy, stinking trick in the book to make sure that these guys get the stuff done. But Wednesday, I'm nervous.
Wait. Hold on. I got a question. You're about the narratives, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're all about the narratives. So tell me, what happens when the Mbappe narrative meets your Chelsea fandom in the final of the Champions League?
Imagine Mason Mount meets Mbappe in the final.
What happened, AJ? What happens? You got to answer this with your chest. You got to answer this with your chest. Head up.
Mason Mount to knock out Mbappe. Come on, man. We need that.
Guys, I thank you guys for tuning into this thing.
Let me say one thing. Chelsea will get top 4 easy this season. Easy top 4. No jinx. Easy.
Guys, we thank you very much, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on Sunday, guys. Peace out, stay true. Peace.